就是修行。
听到，丽珊听到你的。
上面也提倡预防医学。那预防医学呢？尤其是有3个病很容易。
好，直播触及开心自己，传法随续人才，连线读书一起来，我们要往相互激励，说此际，相约文法心笃定，相信自己有潜力，永葆初心，正精进的方向，时刻分秒勤精进。好，跟着我的节奏一起来，跨步就向前。向前就有好姻缘。我们的确今天在主场姻缘是热闹滚滚，所以大家来看到熟朋友，每个人都去打招呼。所以呢，我刚才还下去管一下秩序才能够开始。所以恒时就会遇见更好的自己。Yes， 是我们呢，就是新的年度里面呢要跟大家共勉的一句话所以非常感恩，唯有不放弃，才能遇见更多幸福的未来。刚才回顾影片的制作，就是我们这些团队，泰国的梅君制作的是第一个影片，我们掌声谢谢他，感恩我们的棒棒接力这个部分，弘法利生心愿行蔬食共三护大地，2024祝福大家心安平安。介绍你们一部很棒的纪录片，只有4集而已，人如其实是 Netflix 的，他用了4对的双胞胎，然后你们去看，它其实很好看。然后但是这样子的话，介绍大家这个部分以后，就可以让更多人可以去知道我们是怎么样去做这样的一件事情，让更多人能够很自然的明白吃蔬食的好处所以这部片子，如果说你们本身有 Netflix 的，真的可以把它呢，就是看一下，寻找人如其实那下个星期呢，大家有没有看到？如果你今天有上志工早会的时候，可以看到我们简守信院长就开始早期然后无量易经的演绎，非常年轻的一个时代，他还在大林慈院当院长的一个时候那在这个过程里面，我们跟院长真的非常的感动。其实228这一天，好。请团队注意这件事情。属音，好，基本上我们家院长跟我们每一次的相约都是在春节后的第一个。春节后的第一个读书会，那这一次呢，我们春节后的第一个读书会遇到一个重要的日子，叫做228。然后于是乎这一天其实是放假，其实在
every Chinese is actually a holiday in Taiwan.
核心团队，我问他们说，228连续假日呢？那我们到底连续放了3周，还是不放？你知道吗？我问了
team was that online study.
如期上课
and all my team members are actually very determined, no matter how we continue.
这答案很棒的，给你掌声一下。
所以我们就如期举行了。可是接下来是我跟简院长的约定的。我跟他约的时候，我说院长，你今年228，他不假思索，他马上说好。我说
So when I reach out to Collegiate,
他说
he says no doubt.
那您
didn't say yes to my invitation.
有没有感动？
最重要的，每次
最重要的，
我已经跟 candidate 我已经看起来了。
要赶回去台东医院。这一次今天不是放假了，28放假，我就说，那你这一天可以晚一点走吗？让我们的粉丝团队可以好好跟你拍照吗？院长说好还是不好？
所以在这边228的时候欢迎所有的上班族来，然后跟我们的粉丝我们是粉丝啦，跟我们的偶像能够近距离来做这样的一个拍照，这是我们院长跟我们的一个相约。然后这一天呢，我们邀约的是我们的师父，我们非常感恩德全师父所以从供养的一念种子开始，所以敬请期待228。那同时间呢，我们还会连线到美国德州的分会的执行长那今天芝加哥的执行长、副执行长，
我也听不到声音
那吕足迹导读是我们高雄的明玲师姐。日日看大爱，善念时时间。现在最新的一档的大爱剧叫做什么？大声的说。打怪任务，所以打怪任务在这边我们就要把它追。
So this is another new TV series. Pandemic Pulse is an extremely good series. Hopefully everyone will catch up.
2集的我们的打怪任务那打 关任务呢，在3个星期来到我们这里，他们非常的欢喜哈。那我们来看看这一个的新闻哈，那非常感恩大爱台的记者。
So this is one of the news regarding this new drama series.
台北慈济医院收治全台最多确诊病患，医护团队身心也在高压状态。
在 COVID-19 的时候有多么的辛苦，尤其是在经历到夏天的那段。
So during the COVID-19 durations, all the hospitals, nurses, and doctors are actually in a very tense environment. So not only they have to face all the incoming patients, they have also need to kind of make sure they still give the unconditional care to all the patients who need treatment. So this nurse is actually a very responsible mom. She thinks that, she has to, she needs to feel extremely, she wants to be a proud mother, fulfilling her job responsibility. So this is the kind of Thai TV report reporting last week when all the doctors come in to share about this drama. And this is another TV news regarding our guests from the education missions who came over to share with us. So this is relationship of all the doctors in the drama series, Pandemic Pulse. So we have shared this out in the line group. If you're interested, you can check that out. So if we want to spread the Dharma, we have to continue to share about Tzu Chi. The more good deeds we do, the more we will be able to let go of our troubled mindset. If we cannot influence others, just do what we ought to do. So in Chinese, we have 2 types of fonts. One is actually the original fonts, and the other one is a simplified font. So, in Taiwan, simplified font is not usually used. But if you get used to read more, and then you get also familiarized with these. So these cards are actually developed by one of the entrepreneurs in Malaysia who has actually having a lot of positive energy. So these sharings are actually very good spreading around.
所以你们有大字报可以跟着念试试看。来，上人心目中的理想人才有哪几个面向？来，谦虚而非不可一世，洁身自爱，能够涵养德香。
So the talent in master's mind.
平等的待人，心量开阔，且能克制脾气，做事认真，可是跟人家无争，言谈举止。
So those, who are actually the talent should be able to have open-minded and able to restrain the temper, work hard but not compete with others, always demonstrate good demeanor with dignity, possess awareness, virtues, and pure hearts, and grasp the big principles and don't care about the small things.
上人请安心。我是您心目中的理想人才。好，我们看上人怎么祝福
So,
我们哈。上人敲击大拇指。
Master, please be assured
所以你要敲
we
击大拇
are
指啊，有样学
the
样。我
talent
跟你讲，
that
上人敲击
you
的这个大拇指
want
的
us to
当
be.
下，是跟我有一点关系。你说是赞叹你吗？不是，是我设计的一个活动，送嫁的活动。最后上人要离开的时候，但是我现在没办法。
So just imagine Master put her thumbs up to kind of like give us a lot of encouragement and motivation.
对不对？那如果旁边有人，赶快再给他一个祝福，说感恩你陪我读书。 赶快跟旁边的讲一下，感恩你陪我读书哈。
So Sister Meiyun is inviting all the participants in the Daosheng Hall right now to raise up the palm sprint to kind of make a good wish for themselves and also encourage those around them. Let's also give a big applause to everyone who participated today, not just in the Ziji Hall right now, but also online.
所以石金文清现在已经在台北，靠我们越来越近了。长春的刘春枝他说，高雄线上读书会，空中架桥传法随，爱让
So these are some feedback from the comments.
重庆的以大伟问候大家，高雄的美玲，还有嘉义的汉文都在线上问候大家。阮思怡难得他。
So there are some participants from Kaohsiung and Dawing and also mainland China. They're sending their regards to everyone who are participating today.
在这边我们也非常感恩哈，家人，请你们无论在哪里，即便在现场，还可以转静音，然后留言给我们。我们的团队包括尤其是我们的什么来宾，一定需要大家的祝福哈。那上人就祝福我们回到简报哈，你们是传法人，要好好传好法哈。那同时
Master said we are the one who are going to spread the Dharma, so we should aspire to continue doing so. As long as we have Dharma in our hearts, we'll be able to carry out our speech, action, and mind towards the purification of our society. So these are all the Dharma sharings that Chen Sifu helped to put together. Those are sharings from Master Chen Yan. So during the Chinese New Year's, we are going to stop for our online study for 3 weeks. So we resume on February 28th. As we mentioned earlier, the team are very, very enthusiastic to continue, even though 2/28 is actually a holiday. So our class next week is actually March 13th. So I heard that there are some volunteers from Canada and from Chicago who plan to come. We are so much looking forward for them to join us. So it's our 11th years old birthday. I'm very much looking forward to celebrating with everyone. So these are all the donations. It represents the kindness and passions from everyone around the world. Even though the donations amount may not be big, but as long as we come together, we all combine together, we are actually accumulating a huge energy. So, this bag is actually an amazing bag, as a token of appreciation for those who actually tender the donations to help all the people who need. And this is the artist who actually draw the art on the totem. Whatever that you receive is actually coming from everyone who actually accumulated a lot of very positive energy and kind compassions. So it's actually full of energy and full of blessings. Look at this cute cheongsam or traditional clothing key change, which is lots of people who actually spend the time and effort, putting a lot of dedications. So there are volunteers who do not know how to sew at the beginning. They're all just very dedicated and spend a lot of effort to learn to put together this very precious, cute traditional clothing keychain. One of the volunteers extremely happy she got to be able to participate in this effort because finally she found a way to kind of contribute her effort, contribute her so-called new skill sets. So she is 75 years old. So, 75 years old, you can still be a teacher. It just shows that as long as we all wanted to do something and put our hearts and dedication into that, we are able to achieve that. I just to see a team from Taipei extremely happy. So sounds like Meiyun Laosi was extremely surprising. Some participants who just arrived, they all came from Taipei. Looks like today is the holidays of these teachers. So extremely touching. They actually made the effort to kind of go down to Kaohsiung to join the online study group in person. Each of those keychains needs 2 hours to be sold. So Meiyun Laosi is making requests for more, and the volunteers say, sure, absolutely, but it's just that we need some time to get it. So this is the blessing for masters. So previously, master not just bless our interpretation group, it's also blessing the formations of the writers to help, translate all this good information. And this week is 5th week. So this is a group of the 5th group, and for today, we actually have a brother Leon as well joining us to kind of cover brother Richard. And then brother Leon is actually also very dedicated. Last week, he actually joined the 4th week's group to do the interpretation as well. So this is the Japanese interpretation group. So they are actually in Japan. So let's give big applause to them. They actually reside in the different cities in Taiwan, in Japan. So this is the Cantonese interpretation group. And also we have the Taiwanese interpretation group. So they actually have 32 people in the whole group. These are the sharings. So some speakers.
文庆的口译、医疗的分享真的很不容易哈。那张文庆呢，我们要特别给他掌声。我相信呢，他很多人的。
So these are the sharings from the interpreter from last week. So most of them are sharing the challenge of interpreting some medical terms during the medical sharings. But because the effort of doing that actually helped them to kind of learn a lot.
无论是心态或口条方面都进步的非常多，我们还是再次的给我们的文庆特别的掌声，让我们知道口译的不容易哈。那美玲呢，她就讲说，真的要把握每一次的一个因缘哈，所以她听到洪敬元老师分享的手语的溯源，让她
So for Meiyun, she said, she wanted to seize every opportunity that they have, because from the sharing of Meiyun, actually let her learn.
几乎是全年无休，我们休3次啦，好，那第3次我们办同学会，不是全年无休。可是
So every time when she looked at the main team who actually didn't have time to rest, continue every week except 3 weeks in a year, she kind of like recall recent talk regarding Mr. C, which is empty. So it's kind of a reminder that we should seize the opportunity that we have. So that's why he aspired to continue contribute whenever there's opportunity. She can do that.
主题呢是在8月2日，他说他之前都是在海外分享他个人的故事，从来没有在台湾讲过他自己的故事，所以他非常感恩。
So the second poster is regarding this teachers who shared last week, because she has never shared about her personal story in Taiwan. But due to teacher Meiyun, who recommended and linked her to Sister Meiyun, she got a chance to kind of share this time. She felt extremely grateful for this opportunity to learn from everyone in this online study.
就传来一张，就是你们看到，就是我们2个在一起，然后我仰天大笑，然后他扶了这样的一个相片，然后他就觉得好开心。他说他终于30几年了，然后可以跟我在一起拍一张照片，他觉得非常的开心，我自己也非常开心。
She also very grateful during the sharing. 30+ years, she get the chance to kind of take a photo with Meiyun 老师。
跨步就向前，向前就有好姻缘。我们向前就会有好姻缘。所以我们约上云端现在已经第4刷了哈。
As long as we step forward a step, we are able to move forward. Whenever we move forward, we're able to meet with good opportunity or affinity. As long as we are persistent, we will meet the better selves.
那介绍的团队是我们呢的近似料理团队，因为曾宪琴衍生手做的近似料理有4个团队。
So we have this reader who is a Christian. After he wrote a book, he actually wrote 4 pages of feedback.
谢谢团队棒棒的一个接力哈，所以我们一起来念左边这一个好不好？因为新年的开始，来任何
So these are the theme for the classes, the craft classes.
保持年轻，所以恒慈就会遇见更好的一个自己哈。
Oh, so if we stop learning, we are considered the old people, no matter how old we are. So if we are persistent, we will meet a better selves.
那个写郑淑郎在这里，高雄在主场，桃园的4国，还有佳慧、于慧也在现场，慈凯在主场。
Today, I would like to kind of invite everyone who are online. If you have any feedback, please put in a comment. We would love to hear from you.
疫情以来这3年多不停过一次，然后每一次都是 是上线，然后给留言，给我们讲师非常大的鼓励。可是他前天给我这样说，向美云老师报告，这星期线上读书会正在返北途中，刚回去要办网络办手机，大概无法看直播，第一次看回播，抱歉，人家还会看回播。3月13号见，因为他会莅临主场，我们11岁生日，所以非常的感恩这样的一个家人。那我们现在呢，好回应上效应的部分呢，上个礼拜
So last week, one of the readers actually left a comment saying that she was actually on the way going back to Taipei and wasn't able to join the online study group, but will be actually going back and look at the recording. So it's extremely touching.
这就是他看到这边的，所以你看有没有觉得很感动，很感动？然后这一些人我们都是整理出来，包括胡宇威、林子熙也觉得。
So last, our speakers, Liu Yijing, principal who came, actually she was very touched because, especially the participants are giving real-time feedback.
The new Da'ai TV drama Pandemic Proposal is the scripture. We can understand the efforts of the medical team and their selfless contribution during the pandemic. We are proud of the Taichung Chiayi Hospital. 我还把这个截图给简守信院长说，他赞美到台中，但是其实这是台北的慈院的一个故事。可是为什么他写台中？因为在台中慈院拍摄的，因为摄影棚在台中所以他说大爱剧场的这一个打怪任务是一个非常棒的一个剧。我们能够了解到呢，其实所有的医疗团队一个努力，还有他们无。
So this drama is actually with regards to the medical team in Tsuji, Taipei hospitals. However, why one of the participants actually mentioned about Taichung is because this drama is actually shot in Taichung hospitals.
漂亮的成绩给他热烈的掌声。同时间呢，他多。
So Sister Run is now in our Tsuji University. So she was out of country last week, but still, she still do her part. After the online study group, she look at the recording and finish all the work.
我再不把这个时间账出去的时候，我们团队应该会疯狂年轻人站起来，第一个我们可以看到的是，我们的苏贤跟洪玲是高雄慈济的一个学长那我们首先来从这个地方来看起那我们非常感恩，其实大一台呢给我们很多很棒的一个。
So we have 2 young people who's going to share with us. So love from young volunteers shining at remote areas. So let's look at some of the news from Da'ai TV.
其实是一个种子的一个撒播，所以有慈济大专青年这个成立。我们来看
校的联系平台，各校慈青社也纷纷成立。
这是水到渠成的事情，我们在校园
So
里面接触很多的同学。
This video is with regards to how Tzu Qing it's actually so it started where all the Tzu Chi volunteers started to sharing what Tzu Chi does in the colleges. So in Taiwan, with 156 universities, they have a Tzu Chi Collegiate Association. So the big love never changed, but how do we actually apply it or putting it action? It's changes along with the years.
我们等一下再来说那现在我们画面上呢，就让它跑着。那其实是一个慈心受福，那它重点呢，其实是在于在疫情的期间，那怎么办呢？疫情的一个期间，然后没办法呢做实体的，可是呢，我们透过线上的一个受福依然可以那
So it's actually very sacred for the college student to receive the Tzu Qing uniform because it symbolizes that you are committed, you wanted to actually participate in Tzu Qing activities and contribute your compassion and action.
请导播 take 主场画面哦。来，我喜欢和你在一起，因为你有
So these are the
有没有看到？我站在
a
年轻
video
人这
on
里，有没有突然
the
也变得年轻一点了？
sharing
好，
on
姐姐，
the
真是会讲话，
expressions
麦克风打开
and
人
the
家才听得
feelings
到，
when
叫
they
姐
receive
姐。
these Tzu uniforms.
好，真的非常的
So
感动。
now,
他们2位哦，非常之优秀。他是我们英语口译高雄组的，然后红岭呢
so there are 2 young people volunteers with us today.
所以也没关系，反正无论在哪里都可以连结在一起。他们2个非
So
常
the sister is actually in our English interpretation team from Kaohsiung team.
他们2个出来的时候， 主场都有看到，每个人都拿着手机，我马上说收起来，因为他们全部都
The other young volunteer is actually going to Australia
所以
soon.
不用看手机，你手机一拿出来，你就是眼睛会看它，你画面就不会美，不会帅。哎，苏贤，我们2个同时主持了一个大活动，请告诉大家，还记得吗？
教联慈青20周年。
对，教联慈青20周年是我们联合的，所以呢，我就是跟苏贤呢一起主持。那苏贤现在的能量是超过我太多。
So Min Lao Si and Su Xian actually hosted
越来越有希望。所以我们今天就要透过他们棒棒的一个接力。
教联会 is actually the teachers associations.
然后来听
Teachers Association.
年轻人站起来！当我说年轻人站起来的时候，你们要这样：年轻人站起来，给他们一个大拇指哈！年轻人站起来！好，来。
So the next 10 minutes, let's hear the sharing from both of them. All the young volunteers, you should all stand up.
那我是就是高雄区的慈青慈义的核心会务窗口，我叫苏贤哈。
Actually, the 站起来 stand up is also means like same pronunciation as being very good.
好，然后也当然。
So my name is Su Xian. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to come share today. I'm extremely excited and scared right now.
但是我想说，就像美云老师常常说的，不是很厉害才能开始。
Honestly, I feel that I'm not doing that much. It's all done by him.
是做的最好的来分享，而
But
是因为分享了，我想我们就
Main Lao Si always remind us, we don't have to be super good to then stop. As long as we start, we will be getting better and better.
所以就决定把最重要的2个字感恩先赶快说一说。
So I kind of submitted my PowerPoint pretty late because I have been contemplating what to share. So I think the first thing that I want to mention is actually 感恩, which means gratitude. I'm extremely appreciative to all the Sigu Sibo volunteers who have been supporting all the teaching activities.
那当然我也很感恩所有的大学生们愿意
So
跟着我
the
们一起
support
来
enables us to continue accompany the current students in the college to kind of doing all the teaching activity. Of course, I'm very appreciative of these young students who are willing to carve out the time during the busy university life to join us.
就是让我们有机会可以发挥一点点小小的力量，在偏
So
乡的
of course, I'm also very appreciative of Master and all the masters in 精子 body.
这样子小小的亮光。那最终呢，透过1年
Enable
又1年的
us
连续
to
又一次的
able to contribute a little bit of the effort in the remote area, bringing a little light into this remote area to bring some hopes and help to them, to enable us to kind of at least bring some light and hope to the people who need help. So now I'm going to hand over to Brother to share one of the specific projects. Name is Chen Honglin. I'm the student lead in the Kaohsiung Teaching Association. So first of all, I'm grateful to that I was able to participate 88 days after the disaster and providing 88 kind of gifts to assist the
其
victims.
心有大大的锐减，那我们更只有5所学校跟6个校区的同学。那我们也因此有一些转变想法出
So
来。
because of pandemic,
分享一下三菱这一家
in
的专
changing
案。
times, our
那
Tzu
很感
youth
恩在
actually
2022年的时候，春天有
having
南区的社服组
encountering a
来
lot
跟我
of
们慈青来
challenges.
去做合作。
Um,
那我们就
but
是产生这
during
合
this
作专案。那
difficult
我们
time,
在
we do
夏天
have
的
a
时
lot
候
of
呢，
different
我们
ideas.
招募了 Life Maker 大专青年的学生。那在我们当年的秋季就开始展开了我们的第1期带动专案。那我们专案至今呢，已经有3期的专案了。那我们一开始呢，
So in
我们
spring,
开始先从
we have the
居家的
opportunity to
安
work
全
with the
自己开
Southern
始。
District
那
Social
如今我
Welfare
们
Group.
是以爱护自己，那到我的家，那到今年我们希望这些的孩童开
So
始去逐
this
渐
project
看到这
actually
世界有很多
currently
的苦难，他们是非常有
pers-
福气的。 那所
have
以呢，我们
already
开始
had 3
希望
phases.
可以带入不一样的方式来去带入他们看见不一样的世界的角度。那我们呢，其实我们团队啊，
So
一开
the
始的时候，因
first
为都是招募
part
大专
is
青年生，
actually
那大专青年生有很多的想法，
helping
但是我们就是以制度的模式，
the
先让
local
同学们来
people.
听听看，
But in
让
the
他们做
second
做看。
phase, we are
那会发现
hoping
其实
to
我们在做的
actually
时
bring
候，
these young
会
people
那
to
刚开始
come
他们
up
做的跟
to
我们
help
实际的
the
理念会
rest
有
of
点不
us.
太的不太的有所，就是会有一些差异性。 那其实我们就是开始第2期就开始想，我们要如何将施工上的法带动年轻人。那我们带动之后呢，发现第2期开始真的找出我们自己的一个方式。那我们以团刊带
So
动、
we,
讲师
our
分享等一
approach
些
is
方式，
to
用不一样的角度
try
跟
out
方
and
法
learn
来去带
along
动
the
我们当
way.
地的
So
孩子。
at the
那我
beginning,
们呢，
you
不
know,
仅仅是带
the
着我
way
们的
that
年轻人进入到我们的联络处
it's
来
being
去做带动，
executed
我
is
们
a
更是
little
希
bit
望可以
different
带
on
着
how
年
we
轻人
usually
去
do.
做访视，
But
借
we
访视的
kept
力量，
open-minded
让
and continue
大学
working
的
with
青
the
年生
kids,
可以
and
看见，
gradually
其
we
实我
come
们
to
不
a
仅
place
仅
in
是只有
which we
带动
found
去
a
认识孩
way,
子，而是
you
希望
know,
可以
we're
看见
able
孩
to
子的
bring
家
up
庭
the
本身来
value
去
that
做
we
认
wanted
识。
to do.
那也更希望这些的大专
So
生
we also
可以
bring
因
the
此而
youth
见苦知福。
going to visit
那我
our
们接下来画面中有一个阿猴哥哥，
charities
那他是一个让我们就是
places.
觉得又调皮又捣蛋，可是又
So
很窝
from
心的
those
一个孩
cases,
子哦。
you know,
那
it
他
gives an
呢，一开始他
opportunity
会
of
会
these
在就是会
students to
他会
actually
会开始会开始
have an
在
opportunity to
会
learn
在活动
about
办公间开始，
hardship,
怎么会
you
有
know,
小朋
and
友消
appreciate
失了？
what they
那这小
actually
朋友
have.
消失，我们当然非常的担心啊。那我们同学们就会去追着这位弟弟，就想说，
So this
我
is
们已
one
经
of
跑
the
了1
cases.
个小时、2个小时，怎么弟弟怎么都还在一直跑？那最后呢，我们就问了这个
So
弟弟
this
说：“弟弟，
little
要带
boy
我们
is
去
a
哪
little
里？”
bit
弟弟说
mischievous and
要带我们
overly
去庙里。
active.
想说哇，去庙里，
So,
大家一定想说去
you
庙
know,
里，那不就
as
是
an
祈求自己健
example,
康跟家人健康吗？
we
然后我们结果拜拜完的时
we
候，在里面
realized
一起
that
拜完
you
之
know
后，
this
弟弟
kid
告诉
is
我们，
missing. So
我祈求你们的是，
so
这些大
then
专生来园
we
区
were
的时
worried
候，
and
我
started
路程
looking for
很远
him.
的，
Once we
你们
found
的
him,
3期
realized
活
that he
动
was
是可以
running
圆
and
满
running
的
and running and
结
nonstop.
束的。那这弟弟
So
也
we
透
were
过每次
extremely
的课
tired
程，让
and
我
tried
们
to
有
ask him,
产
where
生
do you
信
want to
任。
go?
那这个弟弟呢，
So
也很窝心的，就是原本
he
只是
said
在
he
这
wants to
个
go
大
to a
园区跑给
temple.
你看。那现在其实很乖，像我们第
So
3节的
I
时候，
actually
他
wanted
只
to
会在
go
园
go
区，就
to the
是他
temple
想逃别的时候，就
to
在
make a
原路处
prayer.
跑而已。
Hopefully that
所以
you
其实
guys
也
will
是发现
continue
哇，这
coming
个
to
孩子
help
透
us
过我们
and
有
will
改变。
continue to
那呢， 其实经
to
过了
stay
第1期、
safe.
第2期、第3期开
So
的灌溉之
it's
后，
very touching
这
to
些
hear
孩
about
子
this.
们，就是我们有一些国中、高中的孩子们，慢慢的学习承担，
So
看
like,
见我们大
of
学
course,
生
he's a
他自己也想
hyperactive
要尽
child,
这一份
so
力
we kind
气。
of
那
modify
这些
and
孩
ask
子
him
们
to
呢，
actually
也
run
开始学
within
习大哥哥、
our
大
compound and
大
not
姐姐
going
的一
out
些功
to
能
make
组
sure
的一
that
个
he's
技
safe.
能哦。那也透过活动让他有实作经验。那也刚好呢，在
We also
上师
encourage
伯跟
kind of the
基金
young
会社
people
工的一
to
个
kind
长
of
期
assume
陪伴下，有一位
responsibilities,
的
taking
当地的高
examples
三
of
生，
us, you
那
know,
在
as
去年
kind
的
of
5
college
月考上
students.
自己的理想的大
Hopefully
学，
that
那
through
也
the
告诉我说，
activities,
哥
they
哥，
are
我愿意
given
成为慈
like
青，
real
那如今他
opportunity
也
to learn.
穿上慈青制服。 福，也成为慈心的一份子。但其实呢，在过往啊。
So through the accompaniment, one of the kids actually successfully being accepted to a college. So very happy that he looked to us as a role model, and hopefully that he can continue the path to join the Tzu Collegiate Association.
有想要就是在陪伴更多弟弟妹妹一起来。 那我们呢，也因为这些
Well,
的
all
转
of us
变
all
之
have a
后，
shared
就是我跟另外一个伙伴也用年轻的方式带动年轻
shared
人。那我们
thought
在
that
期中的
the
时候，
food
考试时
cooked
候，我
by
们
the
就会
Super is the
台
best
南、
best food
屏
that we
东
ever had.
跟高雄等地的学校，那给我们这些大学生来去做祝福期中考。那也因为这
So
样子，我
through
们
this
带动下我们
learning,
整
you
个高
know,
雄区
we
有
have
大
a
大
lot
的
of
改变。
insight,
我们
and
在
we
整体的
started
高雄区的能量
exploring
产生
different
出来。
approaches
那我
to
们
bring
目
out
前呢，
these
总共
junior
包含了
people,
屏东、
because
台
hopefully
南跟高雄
a
学校，
more
共计已经有累计11所学校、
tuned
15个
method
校区
can
都有我
help
们慈青
all
的伙
these
伴。
young people
那
to
我
kind
们
of
慈青
find
呢，其实
meaning
都一直
at
都
the
在，只
same
是用
time
不一样
and
的
join the
随着时代而去
volunteerism.
做改变。那我们呢，也欢迎更多大专
So
青年来加
today
入我们
we
的
have
团队。
11 schools and 15
好，很感
communities.
恩红林的
We
一
have
个分
all
享
the
哈，而且
Tzu
他刚刚所
students.
说的，其实刚刚那个阿红的这个
So
例子啊，
we
真
are
的是让我们
always
很投入。你
here.
知道，
We
对大
never
学
go
生来
away.
说哈，追着
We
他
just
跑，然后看着他都不要上课，
explore
然后
and
在旁
change
边，甚
our
至会在
methods
课堂中跟你故意
through
唱
the
反调。
time,
其实对很多
ensuring that we
刚去
still
服务的
attune
大学
that
生来说，哇，
to the
我
timing
怀
of
着
what
满
we need
腔
to
热
do.
血，我要去付出我的爱，但是没有想到。 却是遭受了一个这样的一个对待，他会觉得他的真心就是棒追老这种感觉哈。可是我们透过访视或是透
So,
过这些
you
故事
know,
的
we
分
heard
享，
about that
其实
little
我
boy
们会
who's
慢慢的
overly
去理解，
active and
理解
some
这
of
些
the
孩
kids
子
who
他也
just
会更愿
joined.
意的
At
来的
first,
去
you
付
know, they
出。
were
所以
actually
其
very
实对
challenging and
大学生的一
demotivated
个带
because
动来
when
说，
they
说
come
实
here
在的，
wanted
有
to do
很多
good,
像
but
上
they're
一场的
challenged
说，
by these younger
我们
kids.
在佛陀他在教育
But later,
就是众生，
once
就是
they
要应
continue
时
to
应节
persistently to
应时。 现
continue
在的这
joining
个大
this,
学生，他不像我
through
当
the
时在参加年轻的
activity
时
and the
候，我
pain
们
that
大
they
概就
see,
是
they
所
started
有的课程第一
realize
堂课
and
就是
learn
直接
some
跟你讲
value.
孝亲，跟你讲行
So
善。
they
透
realized
过
that
影片你
this
就看得
path
稀
is
里哗啦，
actually
但是
very
你回来之后你
valuable
就
for
充满
them
了
to
动能，
embark
啊，
on.
我就是要这样做。但现在你要给他一个理想之后，那个化程啊，一步一步带着他往前的一个化程，其实要设
So
计
for
的非常
me,
精
during
准，
my time, is
要让
actually
他
very
能够一
different.
步一
So
步的
we
在
were just sitting
痛
there
苦
and
这个过
listening
程
to the
当中去
talk
理
and
解
then through
我
the
们为什么要
video,
做这件
and
事，
then I
让他产
cry
生
and
更多
touch
的一个
because I'm
动能
touched by what
去
I've
做这样的
seen.
事情。那应
But
激呢，就是要让他有
nowadays,
根
it's
基。
kind of
所以像
slightly
6位的客
different.
服志工，我们就交由高雄
Instead of
大学。如果
just
要念走教育当老师的，那就利用4班路去
passively
交由我
receiving
们。
the information,
那青年医疗
but
志工就是
invite
告
them
诉
to
你相关
actively
医疗相关
participating
科
can
系的这些
actually
学生，
change the
他们
outcome
就
and
是可
change
以
the
跟着人医会去做
participation
认证。
level.
那其他所有的没有办法分类的，人人都可以慈善，所以我们就可以带着他们来山林这样的一个大爱园区，跟这样子的一个我们感
So
恩会
for
的一个孩
these
子做互动。所以真的
volunteers,
就
young
是透过
people
一
who
次
have
又一次的一
different
个过程，
passion,
我们
we
就
will
能够
we
看
will
到
cater
种子慢
toward
慢
that
的长
passion.
根跟
Like
萌芽。
for those who
那就
wanted
像
to be a teacher,
最
we
近
will
刚
give
我
them
们有一个
opportunity to
很
teach
开
younger
心的一件
kids.
事情，也很想要跟大家
So
分享。就是
these
这是
these are
教育部
different
第一届的
different
一个新
methods
制
to
奖
kind of
十
engage the
年
interest
志
and
愿
passion.
行动服务
So
竞赛
you
的
know
一
we
个
will take care of
表
each
扬的一个
seed
奖
and
项。
make
最
sure
高
that
意义
they
呢，这
are
个团
given
队
the
青年
right
医疗志工在
environment to kind
120
of
几个提案
sprout.
当中获得了入围。好，那其实
So
入围
this
真的不
is
是一个就是
award
入围不
from
得
the
奖，可是我觉
education
得就是很想要
department.
获得一下大
So
家的一
it's
个
called
祝福。
亲
就
自
我
奖.
们
It's
这
more
些
like
同学都非常的
youth
努力。那我
volunteer
们在做
work.
的事就是希望能够帮上
So
人
we are very
去
glad
培
that
养
this
孩
time
子。
around
透
when
过
we
这
apply
门
for
的一个
this,
红
we
利
are
来
being
传递
accepted.
近似的一个法脉。那我觉得
So
我们都很愿
we
意的一
appreciate
起
all the
做。
blessing and
其实像
hopefully, you
说
know,
实在的，我觉
we'll
得
be given
培
this
养慈
award.
青或是培育慈
So
青，
I think
其
more
实就是一
importantly,
个
we wanted to
舍
kind of
的一个置业。就是你就
nurture
是
more
无所求的付出。
talent,
像我自己本身
especially the
是
young
台北的慈
people, to
青，
help
那
masters and
那
to
个
help
刚刚讲的打
Tzu
怪任务
for
嘛，新店。其实
sustainability.
我有去铲土动土的时候，我有去
So this is a giving mission. So whatever that we do, is to give, is to provide the service and not asking for anything in return.
就是还是把我当孩子一样的这样子的一个照顾，所以那种在我们在年轻的时候，就像刚刚红玲说的，是不是无所求的一个付出，对年轻人来说，他就是在他的心中种下一个。
So like for me, I was after 10 or 20 years when I go back to any 自己 chapters, all the sukusubo will still ask me to kind of come eat. It made me feel like I'm still like a student. So all the hospitality and the care and love that given to me are something that made me feel extremely grateful in this 慈济world, 慈济空间。
将近已经31年的慈青的一个发展历程，很感恩大家持续的一个付出跟关爱。所以画面上的这一些其实都是我们高雄区的慈青。他们虽然现在都不在高雄10月好像还有2位要来分享喜中跟文雅，他们也是高雄区的慈青，就真的是非常非常的感恩大家这样子的一个陪伴跟照顾。
So what everyone see in the last slide are all the teaching from Kaohsiung, but they are actually everywhere.
师姐欢迎大家的加入，再次的感恩大家。
好，我非常的感恩。我特别方文你也一起站上来好不好？因为芝加哥执行长
So they are all very active in different areas of Tzu today. So extremely welcome everyone. If you want to join our team to continue nurture all the young people, please join us.
我们芝加哥呢，雅美师姐跟我们的季介师兄那他们2位在芝加哥培养非常多的优秀的年轻人，他的副执行长几乎平均年龄就是40岁，对不对？34岁，平均年龄34岁。
So this is our volunteers from U.S., from Chicago, Yamei Sugu and Jijie Sibora, and also Fangren from Austin, Texas. So these 2 chapters are extremely dedicated in nurturing young volunteers. So that's why Meiyun also invite them to come up forward. So actually, nurturing young people is not about getting a role or things like that. It's more about missions. It's more missions.
你到澳洲去，你到澳洲是到哪边？墨尔本嘛，墨尔本比较冷。好 ，OK， 你放心好了。
对不起，我一定要插话一下。
So Sister Fangren has a lot of missions, but one of the key missions of her is to nurturing the Ziqing. So she's extremely active in UT Austin's Ziqi Collegiate.
真的就是以大家，是不是 ？OK， 谢谢时间长一直在跟我讲10天照。好，慈凯呢，今天当老师的可以来，他是我们的课语的口语团队。
So our sister who's sharing today is actually studying in US before she actually lived in Kansas. Kansas is part of Chicago chapter.
OK， 好，花莲的文代说看到慈经就看到活力与希望，赞，分享以后就会越做越好，认可啦所以呢，我们真的非常的感恩所有的。
So one of the feedback online saying that extremely happy to see young people come forward to share.
从台北，然后从屏东来，我们的嘉义的汉文说，苏贤、洪林、大成，他年轻人好典范，其实已经很厉害的，点滴微观，点滴爱，肯定会越做越厉害，细微的改变造成巨大成就，弘扬中门，传承法脉。于如就说，洪林小师兄很精进，在很多的活动中常常见到他的身影，很棒我们的嘉义的组长在组长说，好窝心的弟弟呀，这么今天怎么都是姐姐弟弟，我们是师兄师姐。
So these are all the very positive feedback, from the speakers, Honglin, not just sharing today, always seeing him around, sharing, and participate in the activities.
终于看到月转云端的带子质感好值得推荐。好，非常的感恩。总之，您今天即便是看回播有感动，还是要及时的留下。那记得我们如果有因缘 Q 到你上场的时候，就学他们，就是微笑向前，然后口罩拿掉，让我们知道我们的家人来了。如果我们的团队能够更快的补上美国的牌子，拿手给他们拿站牌，那更好，好不好？所以速度要快一点总之感恩，然后导读人就直接上阵了我可能没时间让我讲什么。好，谢谢热烈掌声，谢谢。好，回到我们的简报那简报这边呢，我还是跑一下这里，但是我们就不讲大爱共现在非常感恩，我们已经恒持就能遇见更好的自己所以目前已经累积到58220 13.99朵哈，所以感恩人可以没有权利，但是要有影响力。
Okay, I will take over the translations.
那个果粒棒，咕哩咕哩咕哩咕哩，真的非常好吃，而且现在有盒装，
Thank you, Sister Lisa.
礼物都是很棒的哈，所以呢，一盒有一盒哈的这样子。那同时间还有我们新的，请大家可以就近视书轩，但是也要读。
This Meiyun just went through a series of promotion for our 近视 applications. Now let's come to the preview and feedback from the sharing last week. We have a review from some brothers from mainland. And now it's come to the book sharings by Cai Bijuan.
主持人了，所以真的很棒。所以呢，今天碧娟要分享的是回归佛国广弘。
Sister Bijuan would like to share about return to Buddhist place.
好，亲爱的上人、金舍师父、全球线上的家人以及
Master and Sister and brothers.
蔡碧娟，今天所要导读的
I'm Cai Bijuan.
2023年春之卷。1月29到2月4号的进度。
The sharing is from the spring volume of Master Chen and Footstep. Master wanted to give back to Buddha hometown, appropriating Dharma. And Chiji volunteers has been staying since August 2022. And in Nepal. But in neighboring India, the Bulgaria, praise where Buddha attained enlightenment still in poverty. Today, I would like to take you to Bulgaria, India, to learn how to love the place. India has the third largest land area in Asia and the largest population in the world. The total population of Buddhists only account for 0.8%. The thought system has been circulating for 1,000 years. The lower level of the caste system has said 100 million people. There's a lot big difference from the PowerPoint. 60% of the country wealth is held by 5% of the people. In May 2021, the pandemic in India escalated rapidly and more than 26 million people affected, ranking the second after the United States. So let's see a video clip. You can see all the body laying down, and it costs 4,000 daily. There was a meeting in Hualien every day, 8 o'clock, with Master and Sister Brother. Brother Xiong's stay our plans with Lin Yihui, NGOs that we cooperate together, how we can deliver our PPE to the hospital. Master, you can hear Master say that we need to give the PPE enough for them to protect themselves so that they can get out of the room. People that safe only people that save will help those suffering. On the footage, we can see the satellite image taken from India and flashing the light. That was not a light, it actually is a fire burning the body of the deceased, which makes people feel frightened. I believe everyone must still remember the story of Sandeep, a little boy from Regil in India who started Chiayi mission to get back to in 2022. Let's see the video clip. I think everyone knows this story. Master always share that.
按照照片，我就是去到王舍城去附近的农村，去了7、8个农村，最后就是找到。
volunteer 试过。
那边的医生都看到Sandeep，就说他的问题是很大的，而且做治疗也不一定他是活。
Finally, they found Sandeep.
打听到救命的机会是距离王舍城1100公里远的新德里，转车需要20小时。
Need 90 hours drive. And now you're seeing actually is in the hospital to provide first operations to Sandeep.
共同会诊，确定山迪普的左边肾脏已经失去功能。
我们也是跟他们讨论过，因为这个小男孩的身体状况现在。
Volunteer discuss with the parents. Boy doesn't have a good health. If they do not take out the left technique, they cannot really sustain the life. So finally, the parent agree and do the operations. These Sandeep must have a very difficult life before, but after meeting Chiayi people, it has a different life, and this is believed also must have accumulated karma in the past life. March 2023, Chiayi staff officially entered Gaia, India, and we have our own office. We have a vow to zero dropout and zero beggars in Bulgaria. We also promote bamboo banks and Qingshi aphorisms. Let's hear about how Master praised this effort.
也许呢，现在被孩子在洗脚的，他自己感动，应该也不只是为孩子的孝顺感动，应该多少呢，也有一点呢忏悔落泪。也许他小的时候到长大，到自己成家，不曾经感恩过父母。现在呢，有这样的教育的形象，他自己被孩子洗脚，反省自己，也许不曾有过，而忏悔啊。
好，感恩上人开示，苦既拔以复为说法，是上人经常叮咛我们的。相信有。
But Master often remind us that when doing good deeds, we must remember that after suffering has been eradicated, we can return to the Dharma.
净思精舍距离菩提伽也有3700多公里。
Although Qingshi above is more than 3,700 kilometers away from Bulgaria, we leverage Buddhist studies more than 2,500 years ago. I hope that people will see what they have done in the energy of love. And Bodhi also brought the Bodhi leaf to master. Bodhis means awareness. And Kaya means wisdom. We believe that turnover of Bugaya will be in the futures. Volunteers from Malaysia and Singapore are all determined to make vows, with the courage to take responsibility and grasp the good karma, which is really touching and amazing. Time accumulate history and take inventory of your life. Focus on positive directions of movement, perhaps the condition of blessing and wisdom. Learn the way to enlightenment and preserve step by step. Bodhisattva in the world work together, wishing to live forever. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Cai Bijuan. 10 minutes on time, so impressed.
然后他们愿意在第一个时间，我邀约他们棒棒团队，然后导读团队。他现在社区的活动常常就
You can see how Sister Meiyun bring all those volunteers on stage, great on the stage, share Master Dharma, and the most amazing part is the sharing is so precise and on time. I think Sister Meiyun is trying to encourage everyone to learn how to share the Dharma of Chiayi. That's the key point. And group study is one of the ways that we can train off. Thank you, Sister Cai Bijuan.
快写下来，然后我们待会再来告诉他哈，因为大家可能刚听完，然后沉浸当中还没有写到，可是陆续应该会有很多人有感觉就写下来，尤其今天在主场的家人很给力，都写哦，包括
Let's write down or review your feedback in YouTube.
云南的交通的小明给我们一个非常大的那个讯息，他说
Sister May start to read out the review from Facebook and the YouTube. We have a brother from Kunming, mainland China. Some of the volunteers on the bus will listen to the Kaohsiung study group.
于如啊，也说淑贤师姐用心用力在带动慈经好感动，真想立马带着孩子去拜师。
And there's some of the good feedback about Cherishing young volunteer.
他的孩子今天他就把他带来，我一早的时候就看到说，哎，谁的孩子？然后他于是说我的孩子啊，对，放寒假了，所以孩子就来了。啊，小琪，你真的有写。感恩碧娟师姐精彩的导读，总是如此的精准，令人很舒服的节奏，带我们回到佛陀的故乡，更了解
Some review praise about Sister Bijuan, precise and on time.
一定是很感动。那我们碧娟呢，在每次留言的时候呢，常常也是都是第一个时间点，然后就可以去留言哈。那于如也是说，养儿方知父母恩，上人说的对，我们都是从开始养育孩子之后，才开始体会父母的心，忏悔自己的往昔不懂事，生活中有佛法的洗礼。
There's some review as well about how to bring up our daughter and sons to Chiayi.
令我们不舍，师姐真了不起，还有办法导读，花的心里一定很多，给你按赞哈。那慈凯说，碧娟的师姐回归佛国的导读，每 听一次感动一次，尤其听上人那一段哽咽的话，更是催泪哈。所以真的是哈。那今天如果上次公早会，我不晓得有没有复述，我没办法完全复述的。
If today, if you listen to the master teaching,
就是那一位从佛国来的什么师，他就是一个很有能量的人，然后他来了以后。看到我们慈济的所有的所作所为的时候，
oh, there's the one very kind of famous person in Nepal. Seeing what Tzu Chi is doing is so impressed. Thank you so much. Let's spread around our.
请回到我的简报这里了哈。那导读团队呢？其实你要先开始才有路。那我们的金句你不需要大家一起来，好不好？
I should pass this to Brother Leon for the next sections.
才会很厉害。主场都不希望很。
This is Leon. Thanks, Brother Bijuan, for your interpretation.
不需要很厉害才能开始，但你需要开始才会很厉害。
So there are a few good phrases here. Yeah, you don't have to be very very good to start, but if you start, then you can get in better. So now this is a few phrases, the verse.
今天是春节后的春节前的最后一次读书会，所以你要手上拿近思语，然后另外一只手要拿盆栽，这样很辛苦吗？试试看。
This is the last session before the Chinese New Year.
那不要讲话做什么？我们一起用眼睛看一下上个星期我们的美国、大陆、加拿大顺口溜写出来的这一些顺口溜，可以知道我们是谁哈。
This is the review phrase team.
让我们一起来看：宜君慈大国际化，慈善返贫行佛法，瑞光防疫多。
Liang Jing. This talked about our principal of the Tzu Chi University presenting a work.
刘春芝师姐她说，慈大校长刘宜君办学培育有特色，请所有的家人全部都
This is from mainland China.
的人麻烦你们站起来，
About
才会被看见，
the
团队协助
Tzu Chi University being very special in the university study, and then also in planting the good seed around the world and for the future generations.
很忙了，已经不智慧你不一定要拿，因为你要拿那个主牌。好，一起。 慈大校长刘宜君办学培育有特色，播撒国际善种子，是关键。导读团队丁雪玉上人访评历险记，佛心施治为众生，慈济世界重推力。你们没有笑容哦。
This is about our book sharing team, Sister Zheng Xue, Ding Xueyu, about the risky trouble in visiting our cases. And this is about the Dharma, about our medical team in protecting the whole island through their effort in maintain and control on the COVID virus. This is again from our Tzu Chi University. And this is
防疫松绑需戒慎，对治新冠后遗症，多多补充营养剂。耍怪任务大爱剧，台北慈院抗疫史，资深制作唐在阳，记录医病温馨情。与卫饰演吴志凯，儿科医师手正线，
also reviews from the last session. This is about the Thai drama about our medical team fighting against COVID-19.
是爱的鼓励给我们跨国的顺口溜团队起来。顺口溜团队，你们好赞！
Let's thank the review verse team.
这一个部分，其实他
You're
们
so
还要
wonderful.
写的是英文重点摘要，所以很不容易。好，接下来的一个时间呢，邀约大家一起跃上云端。
Actually, they don't only write in Chinese; they also write in English one. So, if you are interested, you can ask for the English phrases, the verses.
依然是年轻人站起来这一个部分哈。那您看看林晨宇是谁？你可能不认识，但是我保证。
So next, we will still have young people sharing.
都可以去感觉到，就是每一个人都有每一个能量。那今天的陈宇前来的时候，是因为爸爸和妈妈的。
Next, we will have
我们连前面
brother Lin Chengyi. How he turned out to be so wonderful a young man.
写的文字呢是杨。
And this is his story.
跃上云端的主编。那因为慧颖到过他
Who
们
designed the artwork of this poster? This is the team.
对这个年轻人有感觉，你来写，他就说好。然后接下来美编是谁？我说，哎，在地的，请台中的美编出现，就是陈国文。所以国文师兄刚加入美编，第一份作品就是他的作品了。
To make more presentable.
台中清水几乎很多的重要的典礼看板的一个部分都是
He's very talented.
的哈。所以这一个习数，大家一定会有人跟我讲说，哇，这是谁写的主题啊
？He's very experienced.
写得很好，下得很好。我说这年轻人呢，不是我，不要觉得很好的都是我，不是。
But the theme, the topic is fun. It's very special.
吓了一跳，我觉得好有能量哦。好，那因为是年轻人嘛，要在大爱台出现。
Yeah, so we can tell that.
好不容易，我有做事就会有留下影
He's
响，
going to talk about trees.
所以呢，现在我们就一起透过这2分钟，
And the verse, the topic is very inspiring, actually.
精藏演义台上述说着18年前一名白血病患者家庭因为造血干细胞捐赠而重生的真实故事。
我真的等9年了，就是见到恩人，我一定会跪在他面前，跟他。
This is one reason.
就是有陪伴过他，他真的很感恩我们慈济有这个骨髓捐赠让他的儿子能够重生。那个小孩子
This is bone marrow. So the donor and then the receiver actually get to meet after a year, and it was very touching.
入经藏者增长自己慧命，而这一次演绎有12位身兼2者身份，包括造血干细胞团队张智慧的儿子林晨怡。
他在4月份开始彩排，到7月4号退伍的时候，因为在过程3个月都是他在高雄集训当兵，所以他需要跑来跑去。
To our left is Chen Honglin.
很累，他说不会啊，就觉得很感动啊。
我在2020年的时候成为一名捐髓者，所以随着现在已经3年多了，其实我觉得这一份感动还是每一年的持续在增加。
The year 2020, he will become a donor of bone marrow.
融会贯通起来，对啦，这当年的坚守。
Master was saying that we actually put the Dharma into our action, and the story of this young man is really touching.
流着眼泪，抱着林晨怡说感恩，
克服万难，然后终于把它完成，就蛮激动的这样。
救命救心的灵山法会其实并未结束。 因为法轮心轮早已内化心中。
The more senior volunteer was very touched that Chen Yi was able to participate in this adaptation of the sutra.
也请主播呢 take 我们的画面一下哈，哇，今天年轻人来， 真的是结了好缘。这位年轻人是谁？之前你认不认识他没关系，但是
now today we have young generation are with us today.
一定圈粉。
Maybe you don't know him,
哇，陈怡，然后说
but
智慧师说，
after you hear that,
是我们家儿子哦，我就会产
you
生
will
这
be
样的一个
amazed.
状态。好，那我们真的非常感动。那大家有没有看到主场？我们每个人
This is
拿着这样的一个
his mom to the right of the sister Meiyun,
他们3个人
holding a bonsai.
从彰化田尾再过来的，要跟我们所有主场的
So they came all the way from Taichung.
请你们拿起你的
And all of this bonsai to share with everyone.
让大家知道
Hold on to your bonsai
你会觉得
and say, just shake your hand.
拿到是这个，我喜欢那个，哎，我跟你讲
Okay.
这就随缘，但是你安心好了。等一下我们玩抽奖游戏，等完结束以后，所有的
You may like the other person's bonsai.
给你一盆，所以你会换到你更喜欢的，这样子有没有很开心？大家就反正就是有缘嘛，反正哪一个植物根就是回去好好养。那最后的时候，你也要跟我们讲回去怎么保护它，才不会养3天像我一样，可能就养不活它。所以这个很
So all the bonsai will be given to you who participate today.
今天哦，他们一来的时候，我们高雄的家人的请举手，来，高雄的，而且包括
So
基本上很
today,
出现的几个人，我看到他们
if you are from
快掉下来，
local,
只有你
please raise your hand.
才来，老师的魅力还不够哈。好，那所以我们真的非常的感恩。那同时间，我们嘉义、台南的好朋友也举手，哎，他们也来哦。所以真的
So
非
we
常的
feel
开心。
grateful that you can come all the way. This is from Tainan and then Chiayi.
我要特别讲一下美惠，你们一家人靠紧紧好了，这样，哎，他们就一家人啊。那我之所以会邀约
智慧 is Chenyi's mother.
来演讲，是因为美惠的姻缘，他就说美韵，我要去智慧家。
Do you know why I invited Chenyi to share today?
要不要陪我去？我说好啊。
It was because of the sister Mei Hui.
出门的叫做星期二，但是一来是美惠，二来我就想要去智慧家，我就去了。去了以后，其实陈怡没有讲多少话，但是
Sister Mei Hui said, I want to get a tree. You go with me to pick one.
今天他有一些是不会讲的，什么不会讲？比如说，他当兵在高雄，可是他坚持自己煮，天天吃素，光这件事情不得了了吧？哎，我们大不了说吃素啊，吃锅边素没关系，他不是哦。
Some story he will not share. For example, that when he was in the military, actually, most people are not vegetarian, and then he insisted to cook herself and then continue to be a vegetarian.
我也怕，没有在现场都没有人相信我吗？啊，真的。
So this young man is amazing.
陈宇去介绍那个艺术二馆，他的为什么有这个缘起，然后那个想法的时候，我就后来就说，我就跟智慧说，哎，智慧，你们家儿子，你们能不能一家人
And then
后来
I also had to hear from him that why he designed the art of tree museums number 2. Actually, his father designed the art of tree museum 1.
但是私底下他超会讲的。哪一天，今天我们是不是感动他？他也许明年就说换我讲了，会不会有这样的状况？我不知道。那我们真的非常的感恩。那今天呢，我还要特别介绍一下。
Maybe his father would share with us next year.
那我再一步，对，中午会来。他们来是因为时钟智慧和陈怡的好朋友。那方师傅大家众所皆知，但是请导播 take 这一张可爱的脸，哈哈哈！爱上胖智慧的本尊在这里。
师傅 is a very famous bakery in Taiwan, Kaohsiung. They come here specifically today because Chen is taught.
第2年、第3年那个蛋糕，生日蛋糕都是他设计的，所以真的非常的感动。所以这些都是我们的贵人，所以我们真的非常开心，在
the bakery are all from the couple. We are so happy today. It is the last session of before the Chinese New Year that we have this program. We come here to celebrate the young person's presentation. Okay, thank you all.
举到手酸就不理我了哈。好，一起来，年轻人站起来，哎，来，不行，这个举高，然后另外一只手来。
Let's say,
年轻人
young man,
站起来，我们欢迎
stand up.
陈毅，谢谢，其他的请回座了，请回座了哈。好，来，陈毅来。
Let's welcome Chen Yi.
我问他说会不会紧张，他说不太会。 但是他们今天呢，多早就来，就看到我们慌乱的时候，因为他们一大早不到，好像8点多就来了。我说我们这个工作时间，来，请看前面哦，麦克风。
Oh, they are actually here very early in the morning. Okay, let's give him applause.
哎，真的哦，拿到一支没有声音的。
喂，有了。 好，那首
Cannot
先
hear
先
anything.
跟各位拜个年，因为我们今
Oh,
天
yeah,
我
okay,
今
yeah,
天
it's
是
okay.
老师说是今天是在我们春节前的最后一次读书会，所以首先也是
First, I wanna say,
跟各位主场嘉宾，然后还有我
Happy
的
Chinese New
然
Year.
后跟一些口译团队老师的口译团队，然后还有线上的各位，大家好。
好。
对。 今天很开
Thank
心
so many people also joined me today.
我第一次是真的第一次是在这么多人面前做分享，因为其实我自己以前在学校可能顶多就是10几个、20几
And
个
this is the first
同
time.
学这样互相分享、互相
And this is the first time I share in front of so many
单方面
people.
为各位分享。对，然后今天为什么有办法站在这里？其实很多人会想说，
This is the first time.
从彰化田尾这么远的地方，为什么有办法跑来高雄这个地方？
Yeah, why I was able to come here to share.
抽到我下部队的地方就是在高雄仁武这个地方，对，然后再来就是说，因为有美云老师的牵线，然后我跟美云老师第一次见面是在去年的5月份。
First of all, that I was in the miracle service, which is based in Kaohsiung. So.
那当时候老师来的时候，其实我跟老师就是 没有见过面，可是我就是简单。
Last year in May, that actually Sister Meiyun actually invited me to coming over.
或是简单聊个天。我老师，我是要真的很诚挚的感恩你，就是说老师在第一次跟我见面的时候，就毫不犹豫的赞赏我。
I was able to give Sister Meiyun a tour of our art museum, art of tree museum.
然后吸收一些我们成长的养分，对不对？没想到今天我竟然站在这边侃侃而谈。
So later, when Sister Meiyun invited me over, I thought I was here as a guest, and I didn't realize that I will be the sharer today.
今天我的主题是习俗。看这3个字读音一样，可是我们就
Now let's get back to our topic. So.
然后在今天讲这3个字之前，我想要先介绍一下我的父母亲，因为他毕竟是我现在能在这里有这个成就的时候，无疑是因为有他们的滋养。对。
Today I will be talking about art of tree.
对，然后我的父亲他叫林时松，对，他是从事景观行业已经30多年了。对，然后我的妈妈张智慧。
My father is in this business of designing landscape gardening.
透过921认识慈济，才毅然决然加入慈济。然后他已经，好像他在骨髓捐赠、慈济骨髓捐赠这方面当干事已经差不多10多年的经验了。然后
My mom has been in Tzu for more than 20 years.
骨髓捐赠的核心。对。
been participated in bone marrow promotion, donation promotion for around 10 years. Last year, she became a leader in this program in 4G.
所以就代表说我的从小到大的环境其实都是在自然的环境长大的，所以也可是很多人都说是耳濡目染造成的。
Since my father is in landscape design, I've been surrounded by trees when I grew up. Let's see a short clip. These are the trees. Amazing trees. Yeah, you can take a deep breath and immerse yourself in these beautiful trees. Maybe detail of the nature worth our attention. This is likely in one of the art of trees museum, which is designed by Chengyi and his father.
那这个影片其实是我这是为了这次的分享，然后特别再制作一个影片，希望大家可以沉浸一样。因为有时候有些人是住都市，或者是住在可能比较没有这么多树木的环境下面，所以希望。
We designed this film for this presentation specifically. Get the feeling.
对，好，那稍等一下，我们切换一下画面。
Please show my PPT.
好，那今天的主题，我们刚刚说习树。因为我从小接触在自然的环境下面长大，有时候我其实会把自己用同理心方式，像是树一样。因为其实我想跟各位分享是说，为什么树跟人其实是类似的东西，就是你看。我们人有不同的人种，讲的不同语言。当然，你看树种甚至比我们的人种还要多元化。然后像是很多树，我们会吸食，就像我们人一样，我们会吸收各种养分，然后希望。
Actually, there are more kind of trees than the kind of races of people.
甚至说我们树有些是会遮荫，会。
They also bear fruits and then generate their generation, next generation.
是用一个很正向的方式，是在这个生活，在这个生态中一直拥抱生存这样。
We also, like a tree, we spread our branches and then to provide a shade.
所以这个在习树这个主题下，我们希望说。
Let's first let's talk about
好，所以大家
about trees.
这个前面这个红色衣服就是现在
In my younger
这位，前面这位
years.
差不多是在3岁的时候，对，有没有觉得说，怎么以前这么小屁孩的，现在可以办法在这边跟各位分享？
This is when I was about 3.
我想要讲一下我的童年，就是说，因为妈妈那时候在我出生的时候就加入慈济， 所以小时候基本上我是在慈济的环境下面长大。我小时候好像都是在大安班里面。
My childhood, because my mom was with Tzu Chi already at the time. So I grew up in a lot of children program in Tzu Chi.
很多不管是我周围的老师或者是我的长辈们都想说，奇怪，你这个小孩怎么看起来特别有气质啊？我虽然都很想说
So I learned a lot of ethics, how to eat, how to walk, and a lot of my teacher was amazed with my ethic as such a young kid. Actually, all my classmates in the different Tzu Chi program, they are all like me. This is my daily life. I see that my father was working on trees. They took good care of the trees. We trim the unnecessary branches, and I literally we need to transplant this tree.
对，所以它也是我毕生想要超越的目标。对，所以像你看这个麻布哦，其实我们就很像是小时候
My father's spirit for the care, the love for the trees is just amazing.
所以我们希望说，在一定的保护下，它能有最好的照顾。对，然后各位记得这个背景吗？对，这个在
So we give the best protection for the trees. And you see the background, what is this? This is in Hualien, our Jingsi abode. And remember that there was this pine tree is actually transplanted by my father to Jingsi abode. Because it's coming all the way from Taichung to Hualien.
奇怪，不知道是各位有给他加持，还是给他保佑，还是怎么样？
Turn out that this pine tree grew even better than when it was in Taichung.
也下定了一个决心，就是说，我不止我要跟我父亲一起学景观设计。
Next, I start cherish tree, and this is the next topic that I want to share. Cherishing trees. So I make up my mind that I'm going to major in architecture and embedding the landscape in my architecture. So that's why I want to talk about cherishing tree. When I was college, major in architecture.
我算特例啦，因为其实很多在我们的建筑的生态里面哦，其实大家对于
Maybe you had impression that actually students majoring in architecture look pale because they need to work day and night.
然后一整天补眠，或者是三餐不继，或者是因为我们要做模型，需要花很多的资金下去成就自己的作品，所以很多时候。
Yeah, because our life was hectic when I embedded in the design. We can for 2 days without sleep and then didn't eat well. And then we pay a price with our health. So I realized that I need to take good care of my body. So even though I have a very small kitchen, I decide I want to cook myself. First, it's easier. The other is that I can choose the ingredient. So this is my kitchen. Less than about 10 square feet.
对不对？这个是在7楼哦，这是在7楼的阳台哦。 这个绿意就是因为说我自己
Yeah, it's very green, right?
我们到都市去上大学的时候，
This is where I sleep. It's in 7th floor.
所以特地又从家里又带了一些比较绿样的东西来维持自己生活机能，搞得好像我自己变成树一样了。
So actually, I brought this from home.
都是在这个小阳台里面，在做我的三餐的公主这样。其实我光煮到最后，不知道为什么搞得像我自己吃不饱。不知道为什么啊！我可以跟各位讲哦，我后来发现哦，我分析过发现，其实是因为我在这边我可以决定说我想要吃什么东西，对不对？所以有时候因为我妈妈跟我的阿嬷都是家庭主妇，他们在家里都有自己的秋肉菜啊，我当然就想。
You always feel hungry for my own food.
所以都想要自己在外面尝试再重现这些好吃的秋肉菜。
Because my mom and my grandma are good cooks, so I also try to learn from them. Sometimes I invite my friend over for a meal. They also like my food. They also feel hungry for more.
一直到后来，经过疫情，就是在我大学的时间，所以大家疫情不出，
I may be a good cook.
奇怪，我要怎么煮啊？我们东西买回来，我们没有办法在外面吃啊。所以像我当时候在疫情
，So during the pandemic, that we cannot go out, right? And then I was still able to cook and maintain a good health.
受外界的影响，对。然后再来一个，就是说，我认为爱这个东西其实是会循环的。爱惜别人有一句话常说，就是说，爱惜别人就是爱惜自己。其实当我们用同理心去接纳别人，
I believe that the love is circular. If you care for others, then others will care for you.
像各位师伯
Also, you will care for yourself as well.
我当时候有成功成为一个捐随者。
Now I want to talk about my experience as bone marrow donor.
我们那些我在捐水的一些感受，跟一些经验，跟一些很深刻的感触，一直到今年，到每一年在过这个日期的时候，其实每一年的重量都比之前还要来得重。对，17.5岁。这个是我先跟各位讲一下，这是不良示范。对，在17.5岁的时候
，I was 17.5 years old. I registered for bone marrow donation, and because my mom was one of the staff in the bone marrow donor program.
其实就是抱持着，因为当时候抱持着有益无害嘛。
So actually, legally, you have to be 18 years old. Because of my mom, that I actually decided to go a bit early. We realize that it's actually very rare, even harder to get a lot of prize. But turn out that after 2 years after my registration, that I was in the college in a class. There was a call. So I didn't take the call because I was in the class. 5 minutes later, there's another call. This from my mom.
可能被断一根，然后我就跟老师简单照会一下，我赶快出去接这种电话。然后其实
I realize that if I don't take the call, I may not have the financial support from my mom.
感受到说，原来喜悦这种东西会透过，原来可以透过电话这种无线的东西可以传递。
My mom.
因为他就是当时候收到那个中心的通知
was so excited. I can feel her joy. And she said that actually my bone marrow matched with a patient's. She was so joyous.
然后那时候其实也因为说看了很多年的相见欢，然后每次都热泪盈眶。
Because I didn't expect this to happen.
因为其实是非常感动的，因为他认为说。
And before this, I see a lot of getting together a ceremony for the donor and the receiver, and I was really touched. And then I realized that no, I'm actually one of the donors.
想要去申请日本的交换学生，因为日本大家都知道说是一个建筑非常强的一个国家，而且它的气候跟它的一些
Actually, at that time, one of my wishes to go study abroad in Japan because Japan is really good in architecture design, and they.
然后甚至有申请到奖学金，入学通知都已经拿到了。
Actually, this college in Tokyo actually gave me accept me and also gave me a scholarship to come over to study.
中心在接受第2次验血
I was so happy.
说成功可以捐赠的时候，其实我那个声音一瞬间就消失了，我的那些彷徨全部都消失了，因为我认为为了他，我愿意为了他，让他有一个重生的机会，所以我愿意把我这次的机会把它取消掉。所以我那时候那时候一接到通知的当下，我就马上跑去学校，跟我的系主任，因为系主任很照顾我，他也照顾我
So I decided to give up my scholarship to go study abroad to save the other patient, giving hope.
然后一直到2020年的3月16号，这天我很早
So this is
就从彰化
a story.
的房间醒来了，那我就看着窗外说，老天对我也太好了吧！我今天有办法在这边做这么有意义的事情。
Year 2023, in March, I and my mom actually go to Chiayi Hospital in Hualien to conduct the bone marrow extraction.
其实今天也一样，其实今天我有办法跟各位这样做分享，无疑是一个很重要的。
Hualien is so beautiful.
对。然后我们其实早上起床，我们就是简单的吃个饭，然后我们在打最后一剂的生长激素的时候，其实我们就慢慢的往。
So we woke up early and then had my breakfast.
然后当下其实我有一个感悟，就是说，我想我妈妈应该特别骄傲。
And then we walked to the Chiayi Hospital. At that time, I feel that.
的那个我们住的地方一直走到我们。
I feel my mom was really proud.
10几甚至是上百次的，可是我想她今天特别骄傲的原因，就是说，原来她可以穿着便服，以家属的身份走在这条路上。对，所以这个地方2112这一幕我永远记得，就这一幕就是我即将踏入我的一个分离机会，即将在这边采取我的。
She is accompanying not just a donor, but his son to be the donor. And this is the room.
很多人没有办法完成的事，而且就是说我将我的福报留在这个地方，我将带着这个东西让它继续延续下去。对，这张图就是大家在海报上面看的这张图，可以看到我妈妈特别开心。你看她跟我的爸爸2个人就穿着便服，然后在那边开心的拍照。然后这次的那个
my mom looks so happy.
中间那位就是淑珍师姑。他这次就是代替妈妈原本的位置，他来专门在照顾我的。对，所以淑珍，因为像我觉得说，我们的贵人其实都在我们身边，不管是我遇到美云老师，或者是遇到我的爸爸妈妈，或者是遇到我其他的贵人，其实我们只要放开心胸，我们去接纳他，其实贵人都在我们身边，只是我们有没有发现而已。然后像中间这个淑珍师姑，她其实她也是一个很有气质的她是一个药师。对，像平常我们骨髓捐赠验血活动的时候，他都是负责担任一个医疗的一个角色啦。然后像左边拿着那个水源之爱的，这个也是在我们园林区的一个叫做中大卢的师伯。对啊，我到现在其实我不知道他会不会看到影片啊，我也是想要先感恩他。对，因为他
This is to our left is another 师伯 accompanying us.
那时候也有回馈他，我就跟他说，其实要非常感恩师伯，因为你就像我的第二个爸爸。其实他听到这句话，他其实平常是不苟言笑的哦，因为他跟我爸爸一样，跟我爸爸一样，以前都是做营造厂的，对，他是做营造厂的老板，所以他对于我们的一些亲情在表露的时候，其实都会比较藏在心底。所以自从跟我跟他讲了一句话的时候，我们两个感觉更 close 了。
I told the 师伯 that as I can taking care of me like his son.
然后我到现在一直都把它表在最重要的位置，在我每天吃饭的时候都会看到这个随缘之爱，所以每次都特别感恩。对，好。那另外一个事情
He actually put the calligraphy into a frame and gave it to me. Another thing.
所以大家看到这个图片可能黑麻麻的，你可能看得出来这个是哪个地方吗？是不是有点类似上人的普明寺的小屋？对对对，这个为什么会出现？就是说
Can you see what this is?
对，这个模型是我做的。
Yeah, this is like Xian and the little part in the early years.
很多建筑师都会拿这个模型在他的面前，那可以让他可以把玩，可以让他知道说这个东西是多么不容易。然后可是因为希望工程到现在已经有10多年了，对不对？所以我希望说把这份感动再重现，再给他。所以把握当下，为什么？我觉得当下特别重要，就是说当下其实我是非常繁忙的状态，因为当下我其实是在去年的年底岁末祝福的时候会有这个法事。可是当下我因为我要考1年1度的建筑师执照的考试，也是刚好是在年底。然后刚好有一个师姑，她想到我说跟妈妈认识，她知道说我是读建筑系，她就临时晚上10点多，我从补习班回来，她想说要来找我，我想说是什么事情？然后她来找我之后，知道说我要做这个法器的时候，我就决定说，这个东西不把握不行，要赶快趁这个机会把它做出来。
This is about a story that
我总共做了3个，对。那中间这个其实就是我们刚刚看到那个黑色小屋，就是师父在普明寺在修行的一个小屋。然后在你的各位的左手边，那个是延平国小，那也是
this is a 3 model that Chengyi built.
是上人希望说他可以接引大众。然后到左边那个地方就是山林小屋。然后像这个东西其实我觉得最困难的其实就是中间这个小屋。这个小屋其实是我花最多时间在这个地方上面的。好，那接下来是入经藏。入经藏当时候也是说我那时候在高雄的时候，有曾经因为妈妈的邀请，我决定说我要入经藏。既然大丈夫一言既出驷马难，所以我们就想说那我们就累一点没关系。
So this interpretation that of the sutra that I also participated in.
我都把它参加完毕。然后刚才也有说宜良师伯，就是在我前面一个宗教处的师伯，他在主席在最后说互相拥抱的时候，结果没想到他竟然拿下眼泪，然后转过来说我们抱一个。我第一次看到说哇，有男人在我怀中竟然泪流成这样，我其实有点 shock。对。然后接下来就是我们接下来是讲习术，就是说我从树这边学习到了什么，或者是说
the program actually, the 师伯 was so excited and joyous that I can participate in this program. And finally, that I want to show you the Art of Tree Museum that my father built.
所以我可以大概很简短的，因为今天时间好像比较紧迫，我想要跟大家线上导览一下，让大家知道说我们。
So here, from the museum, you can see that with the nature, our life is so full.
好，我们进来就是走一个空桥，我们会经过很多。
So when you visit Changhua, you can come and visit us.
前面影片都有看到。然后我们会跨过一棵大树，我们刚才在影片中
So
看到那棵苍天大树，
some corners of this museum.
必定要跟他接触的一个树。然后艺术二馆，大家想说艺术二馆怎么会有这个东西？
Oh, this tree actually is very special. So it limb over.
超越的对象，想当然我也不能输啊。
And then we have a second Art of Tree Museum.
这样就赢了，不行啊，太容易了啦。
So this is a second museum that I built.
我用现有的资源，我们把它创造出最大的价值。所以各位来到说这个地方，其实我用一个炉煮脸，然后把我们其他的杂讯把它隔绝掉，也是希望说让大家在这个地方可以好好的沉淀自己，然后进到我们这个很特别的场域。所以我有一句话说，美从来都不缺，只是缺少眼光发现。
So I use this bamboo geode. Yeah, every corner is so beautiful. Yeah, if you can pay your attention.
就会看得到它美在哪里。对，我们会经过我们的树木，然后我们走上我们的独木桥。
It's actually all around us in every corner.
会印在各位眼前，这是非常简约的一个建筑物，就是希望说各位来到这个环境，我们在这个地方有好好的休息，用最少的一些杂讯，我们在这个地方好好的疗愈。复建筑是什么概念呢？复建筑其实就是说，我们把建筑物大隐于世，我们把它包围在森林里面，而当我们把景观去放大它的时候，其实大自然可以带我们的回馈，其实会更多、更有意义，而且更深远。好，不速之客，其实不速之客是什么？我后来发现不速之客其实
This is basically damaging more from the nature. You try to preserve the nature, so all the different kind of animals, birds will feel comfortable staying inside. And it can be healing as well.
建造想要赢爸爸而已吗？其实不是，这其实是算是一个我给妈妈她的一个礼物。她这个梦想，其实她埋藏了很久。她在从事身心灵这个方面。
Actually, this corner is I designed for my mom, because she has been wishing that there was a corner that she and sister and brother can come over to enjoy some peaceful time.
所以你可以看到，我们这个颂钵玉，其实在这一年落成这一年的之中，已经
So you can see that.
也希望说大家在各种我们现在很混乱的社会里面，达到一丝的疗愈。对在早上的时候，我甚至也会坐在这里疗愈自己。对。好，艺术三馆一直到去年的时候，我们
in the morning I actually like to stay here to feel the peace. And recently I started the third Cherishing museum. This is the third that I just start working on. Actually, there is no bad material. It's that we need a good design. Use the most basic material to design. Even it looks so beautiful.
主要是这样。然后最后想要说一句是说，因为大家
So when you come visit us, you will be able to see that.
大家投注最真诚的在我身上，其实我觉得我今天短30分钟，我感受到之前不曾有过的能量，一种能量大家的美好。
I feel that I can feel that your attention and then your support. Thank you.
我们讲我们所做的，也做了我们所讲的，所以感恩各位今天的参与，谢谢。
My father always told me that share what you do and do what you share. This is such a young man. This is some feedbacks from our audience that
今天在黑河零下30度，但是他们还是连线读书。是，所以有人 冷收收在那边，但是看着你就突然变得很疗愈。那现在他指定他妈妈要。
So even from northern part of China, which is 30 degrees below zero in Celsius, yeah. This is his mom. Master and both masters. Do you like him? You like his father?
他也很年轻，所以他从小，我记得是因为那时候我为了要做慈济，又带小孩，又做生意，又要做公司的事情，所以我就带着他去分会，彰化分会。我记得有一次陈怡，因为我去分会去做香鸡。
So when he was young, I also carry him with me.
时常会做一件事情，说我等一处啊。
But I need to have a lot of Tzu activities, so I actually put him in the Tzu kids program.
身边的人都是贵人，所以有一次之后，他大一班、儿童班、慈少班的时候，他就在慈济里面长大。
So a lot of people care for him. He grew up inside the Tzu Ji. So when he is in upholding his posture.
国中的时候，他才135公分而已哦，135公，哎呦，
when he was in junior high,
因为那时候我真的在忙到最后的施工，他就是叫说智慧，你去拿中医给他吃，所以他拿了2瓶。
师伯 was so concerned that he was not high enough, and so the 师伯 actually brought him to bottle of Chinese medicine, and now he is so tall now. He is a kid of Tzu Ji.
师伯对于最后都很多的满满的爱之中，他在身上之中就是很爱他，所以他在
师伯 was so nice to him.
所创造的东西都是很自然的。所以他没有局限说这个妈妈限制他，这个爸爸限制他，完全没有，都是师伯给他很多的爱。更感动的是，在大家捐赠的时候，也很多的师伯。我一定要讲的是说，因为我还是希望他都为上人多做一点园艺的方式，园艺方面的事情，因为我觉得慈济有很多他发挥的时间，很多的他的。我觉得我真的很喜欢。
So I wish that he can contribute more to Tzu Ji with his talent. I like him very much.
应该是可以圆满我的心愿，感恩。
一定可以哈。智慧呢，他其实讲到后面其实很感性，然后呢就是有一点哽咽，因为他心中有愿。那我相信这样的愿其实是一定成的。为什么今天陈怡的分享以后，让很多人都把智慧师姐的愿也放在上，一起来祝福。你愿意一起祝福的，赶快拿起你的盆栽再抖一下，让智慧师姐说：“我愿意加入力量来祝福你。”这个有愿就成哈。那我们在这边非常感恩，因为时间的关系，我们德国的美凤已经上线了哈。
Okay, that's bless this young man.
还是谁哈？可以让我们这样。
So we have a few more comments.
OK， 好了。喜欢可以带回家吗？他说他喜欢他，好，可以带回家。
International audience，
谁想带就带走。好，陈之琳，请问一下，您是哪边的师姐？跟我们讲一下。感恩亮君师姐的邀约，让我之琳，你是加拿大的吗？感恩亮君师姐的邀约，让我能听到诚意普学捐随经验的爱的分享，尤其是智慧豁达的一个胸怀，真是让师姑赞叹。Apple Lin， 很棒，很阳光的男孩。
Okay, yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah, I need to go. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
我们后面的人可能会有一点点的状况。
Sister Meiyun is reading a good review for our Tzu young generation Chengyi. Impressed sharings, short, precise, and environmental friendly. We have a volunteer from China, Canada, Malaysia, Taiwan.
看诊了，可是他舍不得下线哈，因为真的非常的精彩哈。总之非常的感恩所有家人在第一时间
really good sharing
的一个回
by
馈。
the
你看，老师同学们，我迟到了，
young
哎，我没有
generation.
缺席，没有关系，迟到还赶到就是有心要到。黑河今天零下30多度，感恩有你们陪我们读书，给黑河的掌声一下哈。
Let's give a round of applause to volunteer from Heihe. It's minus 35 Celsius right now, but they still online to listen to the sharing. I think Heihe is in mainland China.
基本上呢，他们就说：“梅老师，你真的很厉害，你怎么这样？”一看我就跟他讲，基本上他只要开口讲多少句话，我大概就知道。我第一次认识方师傅，他在车上，我还不认识他是方师傅。你看，我真的是很羞愧。结果他才跟人家讲，然后我在旁边一看就说：“哇，这个人好能说。”然后后来才知道他是方师傅。所以我基本上我对这个是有点敏感，就是稍微你在讲什么，我就觉得。
Sister Meiyun told us that she has a gut feeling about this young gentleman to give a good sharing. I think everyone's agreed that.
Yes, many young and energetic brothers. Good to have them on board. We can learn from the younger generation and energized with their wonderful contribution to the society through the volunteers. 藉由他们的一个分享，其实这些年轻人给我们很大的一个正能量。所以今天年轻人站起来，我们再次热烈的掌声。
We need more young generation to join this great Chiayi family.
一定要稍微看一下影片。不过瑞玲今天会安排他这一场，原来他也是跟智慧长期啊。My God， 我按错了。
Now is the time for Sister Ruiling to share the happy life of Chiayi volunteering.
那个瑞玲，你要保持微笑啊！前面大家一起来，个个是人才。为什么我们这个单元其实这表示我们的团队来到主场，或者是上线分享？那么瑞玲师姐呢、于慧还有淑兰，今天他们是我们的文编，还有
So there are three volunteers to share about their story in Chiayi.
他呢就跟我讲说啊，智慧来，我要过去当亲友团。我说你当什么亲友团？你就一起2件事一起做吧，所以就来了。那瑞玲师姐呢，大家可以从几个影像来看一下。说真的，就是每一样事情好像都有它的画面。那为什么？
嘉义市区老旧的木造平房发生大火，
can see
烧1个多小时，
some footnote
12户民宅，所幸没有人
on
伤亡，
Sister Ruiling.
家具和财产都付之一炬。
At Chiayi, Taiwan, they reach out to community to care about the fire victims.
看边安熊开贺，所以发生这样的一个灾难也是。然后呢，在更早期的时候，灯会啊，现在已经呢过年的时候，然后灯会即将展开在各个地方。那灯会的时候，对于我们嘉义的家人一样，也是要走出户外，然后跟大家结好缘。那最重要的要怎么样？要把
like festival at Chiayi again, where Sister Ruiling live. So you can see Sister Ruiling really reach out to the community to promote the
包括现在是不是 Pagamo？ 那 Pagamo 这个时候，瑞玲师姐其实也还是跟最新的一个角度。
rubbish dispositions.
我们的校长还有小朋友们来的时候，他们还是在其中。
And this is a Pagamo trophies about game PK contest. Chiayi held those game contests to promote the environmental protections. This is not a normal game that we know, but it's kind of modified in Taiwan to attract the young generation to come to Chiayi.
从各方面，当然因为时间，因 因缘的关系，没办法看到他所有，而是精选4者。那这个部分呢，也就是我们在推健康21的时候，所以推健康21的时候，他也在。
This is another promotions about vegetarians, healthy vegetarian 21 days.
有时候你说，出去有什么事吗？出现就是贡献。所以呢，今天呢，来到我们这里的就是我们的瑞玲师姐，还有包括待会还要分享，还有淑兰师姐，让我们透过通关密语，大家一起来各个是人才。我喜欢和你在一起，因为你有正能量。快乐之宫菩萨。
I like to be with you again because you have positive energy. This is a slogan from Sister Meiyun. Your master, Yingse Master, and all volunteer around the world.
我是蔡瑞玲，来自嘉义。刚才陈颖说他是
I'm Cai Ruiling from Chiayi.
1999年，那我是在1999年呢，921，因为大电视台荧幕呢播了有这样一个大地震，那看到呢有很多的房间呢，房子都1楼、2楼都不是，
encounter
那所有的百姓
Chiayi is a 1999 earthquake, and Sister Ruiling see a video clip at Thai news, and Chiayi volunteer appear in the disaster area, providing surprise hot food and also comforting the victims. I immediately realized that I'm the only one who can do good deeds, and then I had to act immediately. When I joined Chiayi, Master gave me Dharma Nama Minghui.
我会来参加高雄线上读书会呢，也是会有嘉义慧芬师姐的邀请，就会来参加。可是呢，会来主场是因为呢，在去年6月18号呢，
I came to the Kaohsiung today,
读书会的团队呢来嘉义推书哦。那因为在一个好姻缘，
and because Sister Meiyun came to Chiayi to promote this book. I think everyone knows this book is all the volunteers sharing at Kaohsiung study group.
月上云端，然后呢也来赠送给他们，就是因为有这样的一个好姻缘，美英老师的邀请。
Because of this encounter, Sister Meiyun invite me today.
很感恩要当一位志工，快乐吗？一定要快乐，不快乐为什么要出来？
She's happy to be a volunteer. Of course, I'm glad to join Chiayi.
500多人，50个多工人这样的一个志工团队，也是真的很不容易，也是让我们一个学习的一个典范哦。那我们想，人在哪里，爱在哪里，笑容就在哪里。南公啊，我们真的布施就是脸上要无嗔，才是真供养哦。那彰化的蔡宽师姑呢，也是一位让我
So it make people happy to see Sister Cai Kwan's bright smile on her face. She's always a happy volunteer with a good smile. I think everyone sees Sister Cai Kwan is 100 years old. Right now should be 102. So she always keep the smiling face when encounter everyone. And she is a model of a character. And Master would like Sister Cai Kwan to come out from the home and to Chiayi office to let people see her. I think the most important because of the smile and happy volunteering.
我们每一位师兄师姐在受赠的那一刻呢，我们是不是都有一个宏愿？
Well, everyone's satisfied by Master. We have the responsibility and the vows. I still remember Master said,
我蔡瑞玲，我这辈子我在慈济，我要做什么？已经有一个宏愿，这个愿到现在还是没有变，因为呢，
and this vow still keep me right now.
绝对不放弃。 那当然呢，你走入菩萨道一定有一个因缘。我在受证之后呢，第一个接触的慈济之业就是教育，就是呢，现在亲子成。
After I certified, the first I came into contact was education, happy children class.
很早就在那个时候就结缘就认识了啊，所以我想说你是921。
And it led me to know a lot of sisters and brothers.
那个时候呢，我在快乐儿童精进班是承担班主任。那时候呢，我们也知道
I'm the director of the child class.
有唱歌，有游戏，有
It is a happy land.
好的这样一个教育环境。那因为呢，那时候的规定是希望孩子是由家长来陪伴，所以呢，家长每一个月一次就是要陪伴孩子来。
And one of the requirements is the children has to be accompanied by the parents.
进来慈济之后，他接触到了原来慈济人文是这么美，慈济的团体呢。
So when the parent encounter the Chiayi, they can feel the beauty of the Chiayi. And when they involve in the volunteer, we can feel the happiness and start to be certified. With a happy heart, they will continue this the path of the Chiayi road. We also promote tea ceremony in child class and at Sichuan, China.
那当然，我们说，从防护地开始，我们一定要不断的积极善根，才能立弘誓愿。那我们呢，就是除了这些的善根之外呢，上人也告诉我们说，我们呢要怎么样，要去培养人才。所以呢，现在站在我的右手
So we need to cultivate the next generations on the new staff to come and to join Chiayi to responsible for some of the activity. Now let's listen to the Sister Sulan. And Sister Sulan is a activity director at Chiayi.
那先简介属兰呢，我自己是从民国95年认识的慈济。那在96年
I got to know Chiayi in 1995. Because of my children, I joined Happy Children class and also participate in the activity and start to train at Chiayi. And there were 6 years I temporarily left Chiayi, but came back again last year, and to be a Hersing activity director.
其实呢，很开心的，就是说，也很庆幸自己在这个人间传扬美善、自利利他的这个。
So grateful I have accumulated time and experience at Chiayi.
其实多了，也就是这一副老花眼镜而已。好，那回首这16年。
And good friends accompany along the way.
无数哦。首先要提的一个人，就是非常非常感恩的，就是瑞莹师姐哦。
I would like to say thank you to Sister Ruiling.
真心的觉得啊，哈，她真的很像我们嘉义区的吕美云老师，真的。
Personally, think that should look like Sister Meiyun, but it's a Chiayi version.
但时间呢，你看她也看起来
Because of the dedications, energy,
还要好，她大我快要1轮呢。
and you can feel the happiness. I think it's really like Sister Meiyun.
所以呢，像我当年在参加快乐儿童精进班的时候，他那时候刚班主任卸任嘛，可是他一直陪伴着儿童班哦。那后来呢，他讲
Even she stepped out the class teacher, but Sister Ruiling still accompany us in our Happy Children class.
而宏观这2个字
Sister Ruiling taught me to be a big picture. So this give me some leadership view in Chiayi work.
来到嘉义，也因此呢，也跟我们高雄线上读书会有机会结了更深的缘。
Because of Sister Ruiling, I came today.
就是其实我们在活动圆满之后呢，美云老师在跟我们用餐的当中，他重复的讲到了3个字，令我印象很深刻，而且
Sister Meiyun say 3 words that I have very deep impressions.
你知道哪3个字吗？老师
？What is the 3 word? 冲出去 rush forward, not walk forward. Actually, rush forward. Therefore, I have the courage to join these teams and join the study group. When you take a step forward, you will have good luck.
向前就有好姻缘。你看，你到嘉义，然后看到他们口条那么好，难道不会把他邀约成为团队吗？我就是这样子的哈。所以非常感恩。那个瑞麟，那个温哥华，刚才我说，芝麟你是在加拿大，对，温哥华的芝麟也问候你好，也跟智慧打招呼。而 Lin 对是在槟城。
As a review from Canada, Vancouver, about this sharing.
所以呢，今天呢，我们真的非常感恩哦，无论是 智慧、陈怡或者是瑞麟师姐，总是给我们满满的一个能量。听瑞麟师姐的分享，感觉到嘉义一样超有感的。嘉义有好吃的素食汉堡。
You can feel the energy this volunteer from Chiayi. It's a good place at Chiayi.
接下来是我们活动组的部分，我们要跨新年哦，因为今天是春节前的最后
Let's go for the exercise sections, and it is Chinese New Year. Probably we have a Chinese New Year exercise music over here. It's time to stand up.
各位亲爱的家人，还有线上的家人们，大家好！好，是不是要赶快的起来？
This is a familiar voice from our sister.
好了，这边邀请年轻人。
Let's stand up.
年轻人，来，年轻人站起来，一起跟我们来。年轻人，年轻人站中间，来，一起来，对，年轻人。
Let's follow the.
团队，赶快到后面来。OK， 好来，技术团队，给我松手。你们就跟拿着那个技术团队握拳踏并，跟着踏并，技术团队。台下的家人们一起来。 音乐可以给我大声一点点吗？谢谢。师大的那个，师大的那一个学生，他就来好好呼来了，我换边，高挥手一下，后面的家人挥挥手，来握手。和你好久没见面，一起问候，有你真好，有你真好，挥手打招呼。来了，我来了，举高打招呼。 后面的家人，牵手一下。再见面呀，多欢喜！握手微微笑。好，准备自己往前走哦，来。期待着未来，往后，往前。天绽放青春笑脸。高手举高挥手。代表我的心。再来。陪伴在你身边。往前。 这未来每一年，我们有一永不变。还是月亮带着我的爱，祝福你到永远。踏并，踏并，踏并，踏并。 来，挥手，用单手挥手，举高打招呼一下。找2个好朋友说一下新年快乐，新年平安，新年平安，新年平安，新年快乐，打招呼一下。举高挥手。找另外2个朋友说一下新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐。来，往前走，期待着未来每一天，往前，天天绽放青春笑脸，左右摇动，白云代表我的心，非常好哦，好热闹啊！准备往前走，对不起哦。期待着未来，给我声音帮我喊。我们有义勇不变，有你真好，帮我喊，右手右手。带着我的爱，祝福你到永远。继续往前走，喊出来。对呀，再来。天天绽放青春笑脸。谢谢你，有你真好，来左右左右。代表我的心，加油后面的，您的动一动我都看到了，谢谢，往前，声音，谢谢，很好，给我力量，摇动一下，带着我的爱，祝福你到永远，一起唱出来，祝福你到永远，一起唱出来，祝福你到永远。新的一年龙年到，祝福大家龙健康、龙平安、容易幸福、容易发财，一起说新年快乐！谢谢，谢谢，非常的感恩，我还是要出来一下哈。哎，请大家再闪开，看到我们，哎，你们举个。为什么要特别介绍？这是隐形版的，他们基本上是我们这2楼的技术团队。我今天放一半的人下来亮相一下，只可惜你们自己，我不是跟你们讲，们出来亮相，口罩拿掉，你们没有人记住，来不及了，不要再拿了。我说你们不用唱，然后让你们亮相，你们拿到你们自己口罩。我这件事情请谁负责？雪清，你没有做好。好不容易亮相，给我们2楼技术团热烈掌声！来，哎，在我们放寒假的慈大的医学院的学生。
So the background crews funders usually sit on the second floor, so Sister Meiyun was just telling them to at least show their face so everybody can recognize them.
越多的，好不好？好，再次掌声，谢谢。是，好，请回我们导播赶快 take 我的。
Thanks everyone.
第2个讲师在德国，所以请大家聚精会神。可是，各位家人，你看我。
Next session.
导播 take 我一下好不好？好，有没有看到我这个爱？哎，
Let us pay attention to the next speaker.
我们所有来宾都有爱，这是因为小草师姐的创意，我们一样有帮您准备，但是我们不能。
So do you see that little love pin on my? So we have.
热闹了，让我能够继续好不好？
So we are doing a fundraising with the love pin. Hopefully people can support the fundraise event.
现在才讲，因为我们其实在等灾机变，还有另外一个，但是等到现在没有来，所以就告诉大家，这个今天只有服务这个有需要的人，主场的你就过去，好不好？
So I can't. Why didn't I talk about this earlier? Is because we're waiting for the delivery, and even till now that we still haven't got the delivery yet. So when we got it, we'll send it to everyone. So if you can just support the fundraising event. So here is the graphic design that was made by the team in Germany.
台北的建林师兄，那大家可以看到这样的一份，我们可以看到。
So that the graphic design and the content like editor
put a lot of thought into this.
就是这个部分。好，这个是在德国，但其实他们不多久的时间就即将要。
然后今年跟往常很不一样的是，通常这个气候会议的会前会来参与的人数没有团体就没有很多，可是今年非常特别的是，场外充满
in the foreign country alone, so you have to take on a different role.
联合国气候变化
So
这是 COP28，对不对？最那个了。那这是最新的，可是其实
this is the COP28 meeting, that pre-meeting,
他们在海外的时候也想尽力点力，一方面是解乡愁，然后再一方面呢，其实就是尽力点力。所以可以看到，哇，粽叶飘香哈。那
其实Meifeng has done a lot of video editing and all the events. I know. Yeah, that is okay. But anyway, so they have been like making the songs for fundraising events, and then they had to get a lot of volunteers involved. And this is really a good opportunity for them to get in touch with more volunteers. And they have fundraising this for people still devastated by the COVID-19. So sometimes, like during the holiday is the best time to recruit volunteers because that it's a good time to get people together to do some charity work together. So Sister Meifeng has been like catching those opportunities to get more volunteers involved and in different events. And she uses through those events she can talk about what Tzu really do and to get people to understand Tzu's mission. So they had brought I think they shared before that they had taught the local Polish people, this is Warsaw, Polish people how to make dumplings. So all these volunteers, all those like refugees that came from like different places from Ukraine, they might not actually know each other. So with this kind of events, can also help them to get to know each other and then to be more friendly with their neighbors and then to feel more like home. Anyway, so but her sharing today is how what you eat can help global climate change. This is Sister Meifeng.
请问大家听得到我说话吗？因为刚刚有一
She's in Germany.
希望大家还听
And
得
they
清
are
楚。
opening the PowerPoint.
我们就可以开始哦。
好，感恩。亲爱的上人。
All right, hopefully everybody can hear us fine.
大家好。真的刚刚
Very grateful to be here.
上线就听到满满的正能量哦。
马克申言，这是Meiyun and global audience.
想要跟大家分享
Thank you
的
for being
是
here today.
关于气候变迁的一些最近的可以说是感想，还有
美凤，我可以打断你一下吗？
是
你有听到我的声音吗？
We don't want to share.
你要用的是 full screen， 你没有全荧幕。目前你的简报。
我知道。
好 ，OK。
可是我还需要看另外一份，如果大家不介意的话，还是
好，要用这样吗？好吧，
好，
那
没关系。好，那我们就用全荧幕哈。OK，
是。
好，
好 ，OK， 感恩。
那大家都可以看到上面这个气候时钟上人也常常在提起嘛。那这个是昨天呢，我们只剩下5173天。
The climate
大家也许会
clock.
觉得蛮困惑的哦，为什么好像是不是我们网友问我说，是不是
from yesterday.
世界末日哦？
We have
并不是完全
from
是这样子。
catastrophe events. We still have 5 years.
也正在面临一个
So why is this important to us?
的时刻。那其实今天为什么要跟大家分享，也是希望就是大家可以呼应。
Earth that
我们常常听到上人讲说，
we live right now it has going through a lot of changes, and then you feel like there's a crisis moment. And Master Chen has been telling us that it's we're running out of time, but what exactly are we running out of time for? So on November 17th, the global temperature has gone over 2 degrees Celsius for the first time. It has never been that hot in November globally before.
大家可以看到越往右边就越高嘛，这其实就是代表了我们整个地球的
We can see from this graph that this stretch from 1850 to present days.
去年的11月居然突破
And
2度，真的是
normally that the temperature in November should not, the average temperature should not exceed 2 degrees Celsius, but it has been surpassed that. So we are very, very nervous about it. And last year, the past 7 years, we have been the most warmest on record. So how did that happen? That's because it has a lot to do with the climate change.
好像有时候会中暑啦，还是晒了头会不舒服会晕。事实上有一些研究
When
报
it
告
gets
指出啊，当
really
天气热
hot,
的时候，我们
it's not just
火气很大。
when we go outdoor that feel the heat, but sometimes when we sit indoor, we still also feel the
就
heat.
有那个研究学者发现
And
啊，
when it gets
当那个气温突然变高
when
的
it gets
时候
really hot,
人
temperature-wise,
也许他
and
就会
then
开始变得
that
比较
that
暴躁，所以
that will
在有一
influence
些
our
国
mood,
家
and then
哈，
like
在
make
天气很热的时候，
people
往往他的那个
more hard-headed, hot-headed,
犯
and
罪
then
率
kind
会
of
增高。那这个也是让我们觉得很忧心
temperament.
的，而且就有那个科学家指出，如果再不控制
As
这个
global
温度
gets
呢，也许
warmer,
到了
we have seen that crime rate has gone up. That's also due to because the climate has affect our mind and the way we feel things, like how
也会影响到我们的心理，这个是我们应该要很注意
so in many parts of the world,
大家可以看到
the hot temperature actually
也是往右边
indirectly causes like the raise of crime rate.
以前这个是
So
从
in this
1942年
place,
记录
right,
一直到
we can
2023
tell from 1940 to 2023, and this is the
这个为什么会往
the
上飙
global
高？其实
average
并不是
average
我们
temperature
想的那么简单。
from
大家可
June
能
to
想说
August.
因为台湾是一个很富裕的国
So
家嘛，那在想到说如果
why
温
does
度变高的时候，那
why
有
does
些
the
人甚
temperature
至
goes
觉
up
得
like
那
this?
我就躲
So
在
it
冷
may
气
not
旁
be
边
that
就好
easy
了。
as we.
那尤其是有时候我们去商店的时候，甚至冷气房的冷气还非常冷，我们还要穿
Some
长
people
袖。
think
可是
that
这个其实
it,
都
it
是
doesn't matter if the
希望可以不要
climate
这
gets
样子，
warmer
并不
because
是
I
说
can
天
just
气
stay
热
in
我们
the
就看
air
冷气
conditioning
就
room.
好了。那个整个地球现在的问题所面临的问题，事实
So
上比这个
we
大很多。
we're
那
really hoping
接下
that
来
we
继续来
can
看。
conserve energy and then
当然
not
有
to
什么
turn on
问
the air
题呢？我们就
conditioner
来
all the
看
time
这个
because
表格。
we
这个
also
表格是
contribute
世
to
界的一
the
个
rise
那个
temperatures
气象
when we
组
turn on the
织
air
他们
conditioner.
所列
So
出来的。
this
那
is
其实这是
the
2021年的表
report
格。
that
那
was
现在已
published
经
by
是有史以
WMO
来最热的7年了，已经过了
on
4
the
年了。
2021
当温度 地球
the
升温的
climate
时候，会造成的就是大家从左
climate
边看
conditions.
就是
So it
海洋温
was
度会上
the
升。
hottest
那
4
也
years
许各位
ever.
从大爱台的
The
新闻都有
North
看
Antarctica,
到，
North
提
and
到
the
海
South
洋温度
and
上升的时候，
and
事
like
实上
all
也
like
会影响到很多的鱼类。
melting.
像我
The
们
ice
台湾不是台湾附近也有一些
ice
珊
is
瑚
melting,
礁
and
嘛？
also
那
our
珊瑚礁会
oceans
会
temperature also
当温度比较高的时候，
broken the
它会
record,
变成比较白，
increasing
而
broken the
且
record.
有可能会死掉。那
And
珊瑚
the
礁
sea
如
level
果
has
死掉的
rise
话，事
like
实上就会
faster
造成那
before.
附近的鱼类啊，还是那些海洋生
And
物们没有办
average
法继续
temperature
存
is
活
like
下去。所
1
以其
degree
实这个
Celsius
是
higher
关
than
键的
pre-industrial
另外一个
revolution.
关键。这个
And a
很
lot of
多地球是圆的嘛，所以大家可以
marine
想到
creatures
地
like
上
the
它
coral
是
cannot
很多不管是
withstand
动
the
物
raise
动
of
物是
temperature,
集结在一
so
块
they
的。
have
那
been
我们
dying
常常
like
听到
in
说我
in
们讲
massive
天气、地气、人气。那
stain.
这三
So
种气
once they
构
they
成
they
了我们
died,
这个
and then
大
a lot of
宇
the
宙。
marine creatures don't have any place to hide and to live anymore. So that also contribute to the marine animals decreasing numbers. Now, the most important things for us right now is to really to turn this change moderate and then to find a balance of human activities and being environmental friendly. As I said before, the sea level has rising a lot. So why is it an issue? Like, if you think about it, if all the ice melt and then melting, the glacier are melting because the temperature are rising. And so if they all melt, then what's going to happen to the Earth? That will cause the seawater to level to rise. When all the ice melted, it will increase the volume of the ocean water, and a lot of the lower level of ground will be covered by the oceans. So in the North Pole and Antarctica, like the ice glaciers are shrinking. Now they have less ice in the whole end of the Earth, and the temperature are much higher than pre-industrial revolution. Well, we have to really figure out how all this happened. And that will help us to find ways to combat climate change. So, as you know, we are a trade organizations, and we don't like to watch people suffer. So here is the World Bank's report in 2021. So it says that by 2050, we might have 200 million people become refugees, and each all the numbers in 10,000s. That's in each area that we are estimating that how many people will become refugees. In Southern Sahara, in Africa, that will be 86 millions. In Europe, in Asia Pacific, it will probably be 49 millions. But we really need to focus be very mindful about what we do every day. And as a Buddhist practitioner, we really need to put all sentient beings in our mind. When we look at those numbers, we should be really alert. We need to find a way to help those people, release people from suffering. The best way to do it is to tackle the issue from the root, right? So once they become refugees, it's very difficult to take care of them. But it's the best way is to actually prevent them from becoming refugees. People might think that why do we care about doing Africa? We care why Africa is so far and we don't really see each other. However, if we look at the data more carefully, Taiwan's actually we are being categorized in the high risk area, and the red bar is the the possible the percentage of people that are at risk of affected by major disaster, the ratio, like the percentage of them compared to the total populations. And so and then the green bar is the territory of each country or region's risk in high risk of being affected by disasters. So if you look at Taiwan's number, it's both in the high 90s. And then will be Caribbeans. Also, Philippines has a lot of a pretty high number. If you look at Philippines, Dominica, Costa Rica, Salvador, Taiwan, they're all under the threat of typhoon or hurricanes.
那我们接下来看啊，到底为什么台湾会受到这么大的影响？
So we really hope that all this disaster doesn't come visit us too often. So this is. Let's talk about like why is Taiwan so easily affected by the climate change. So now we really need to pay attention to how the sea level is rising. So on the map, so this is on the picture on the right. That's the biggest, largest glacier glaciers in Europe.
事实上，因为那个海洋温度升高啊，这个冰川的下面已经不是像以前那么的深哦，它那个
making a lot of scientists
升高，让这个冰川的
nervous.
下面越来越薄，越来越薄，就变成非常非常。
The glacier is not as big as it used to be, and the bottom part, the underwater part, used to be really more thicker than right now, and right now is she didn't give a number. Right now it's become thinner and thinner every year. And if they keep on melting, that the keep on melting, the sea level will continue to go up. So we can't. It's very troublesome for us because it's not reversible. I know we don't have a huge refrigerator that we can just put ice in there to keep it. So if you look at the map of Taiwan, so there are the red area. Those areas are as a warning for us. It's like these are places that are easily affected by sea level rising. If you look at Taipei, it's below sea level, so it's very easy to be influenced by the sea level rising.
因为它跟地下水抽地下水有很大的关系啊。那我们现在
Chiayi and Tainan province.
这一段大海台的新闻啊，我们可以更
like the land has gone a little bit below sea levels because they have taken a lot of underground water. So that's caused the ground level has continued to. So the average of Taiwan's the sea level rising for Taiwan is actually twice as fast as the most other parts of the world. That also due to because we took a lot of underground water, and that has caused the land to continue to sink. This is Maldives, Tuvalu, and this area. All this island there, so there might be trouble by seawater. So if the sea level continues to rise, if it continue to rise for 6 meters, the entire Tainan County will be in the water. Raised by 15 meters, 2/3 of Taipei will be underwater, like it's not habitable. So, what areas in Taiwan will be hit the earliest? Taiwan's sea level will actually rise for 3 meters, and it's like twice faster than the most part of the world. So Yilan is the northern part of the city, county. Yilan, Rodong, they're all going to be underwater. So for those places that the heavy industrial park in Taiwan also is a very big risk for being flooded, because they are very close to the beach, and then and also they cannot be relocated. So it's going to be a very big trouble. And the second front line will be Taipei City, where the sea level continue to rise. That the city will mostly be going underwater. Continue to ride this trend. If the seawater goes up, sea level went up to 1.5 meters, 2/3 of Taipei will be under the seawater.
所以这一部分我们可能要加强一些工程设施的防护。
In Taipei, that's because there's a public dense area. There's not a single chance that we can actually relocate everyone. So it's very hard to get people out of the place and to move to the place where they can live.
或会受到比较大冲击的地方呢，我们是不是要把这些土地还给海洋，还给水啊？让这边变成滞洪池，让它变成湿地，然后把人口往内移。
For those places where we are always flooded by the seawater, or has a huge risk of being flooded, so the question is, should we give the land back to the natures and then to move our cities to somewhere else?
也是很忧心哦，大家可以看到，这样台湾他说会变成一片雕像。
That news actually was years ago. So we're really worried that Taiwan, because Taiwan the island used to be caved up a little yan. Now it's like if all the seawater continue to rise, and it will look like a broken leaf. And that's something that we really want to pay attention to, because this is our home. And we are getting the idea, understanding that there's a possibility, because the glacier continue to melt, that indirectly has caused the frequency of earthquake.
它的那个重量减少，都融化成水流下来之后。
So when the mountain has a lot of snow and ice, that means they have a lot of weight. Those ice was actually very heavy. They can weight it down, so they can prevent the ground from moving around. But when the glaciers continue to melt, and then they don't weigh as much as anymore, the ground is not being held in the places, so it can move more freely. So that contributes to the frequency and maybe even the severe of the earthquake. So in the graph, this is the. Those are not the plateau. that where
运动嘛，就是有点像
that
火
where
山
each
爆发，然后包括最近大家
about
也许
earthquake
如果
happens,
有
the
那个
bigger
新闻的话，
red
在那个
areas
欧
like
洲的上面冰岛的
the
地方
earthquake
甚至
zone.
政府就一
So
就直接要求居民要
people
撤
have
走，
paid
要
attention.
撤离到别个地方，因为火山的那个发生那个爆发的几率越来越的频
There are a
繁。
lot of more
为什
volcanoes
么？其实
eruptions.
有些科
Um,
学家
so a lot of
他们
places
认
has
为
to
因为
evacuate
跟那
people.
个地球暖化有关系全球暖化所以
So
这个其实
why
当台
is
湾
this happening
是
more frequently?
当
So
我们
some
看到
scientists
台
are
湾
suspect
受
that
到
it might
天
has
然
to do
灾害
with
的影
climate
响的
change.
时候，
So
当我们
this is
想
something
要
that
应
we
对一
need
些有
to
可能发
take
生
a
的
very
自然
deep
灾
look
害的
into
时
it
候，
and we
其
need to
实我们
study
真的要很小
and
心原来台湾也是在气候
so
变迁
when
的
we
一个很大的影响的
put
区
this
域
in our mind,
那接下
we
来这个
can
图其实我们就要回过头
watch
来
our
思考，
behavior
那
and
为
then
什
we
么
can
到底为什么会造成气
be
候
more
变迁
environmental
那
friendly
其实就
to
是大家可以
the
看
Mother
到
Earth
这个
and not
这
cause
个
the
表格的后面有很多大的烟囱嘛，比如说像
cause like
左
more
下角的
damages.
这个画面是石化的工业啦，还有电力啦，还有火化火化的发电厂之类的那其实这一些都是造成那个地球温室气体排放相当
So
多的
the
能源产生的
furnace,
一个
like
来源。
fire,
那因为
the fire
地
powered
球的
plant
温室气体太多，
has
就
been
让地球烧
releasing
得
a lot
越
of
来
carbon
越快。
emission into
那
the air,
大家
so
也
that
许
causes
会说，那
uh,
请问
to
因为
be
最近几年大家都在比较说那
the
个全
temperature
世
to
界
rise
到底哪一个
faster.
国家排放最多？那也许线上也有来自于那个中国的朋友那那个最近几年其实排碳的大国第一名真的是中国。那其实我觉得那个光是讲中国其实有一点不太公平。那为什么呢？因为其实从
So
那个从近80年来累积最多排碳
we
量
know
的
that
其实是美
it
国，
has
因为美
been
国的工业比较早发展嘛。那我们现在说中国为什么会排碳
maybe
量
like
排
the
那么
past 10
多？
years
事实
that
上
China
也
has
是因为
released
我
the
们都
most
知道
carbon
中国是
emission,
全
but
世
in the
界的
past 80
工厂
years,
那
the
边有
United
大量
States
的
has
工厂在生
accumulated
产很多我们
releasing
也许
more
平常会
carbon
看不
emission
到的
than
东
everyone
西
else.
那
And
比如说
and
像
then
大家现在都
it's
会觉
unfair
得
to
要买
to
那个 iPhone 手机，苹
to
果
blame
手机
China
嘛。
for that
可是苹果
because
手
China
机有
has been the world's
95%现在都
manufacturer,
还
so it
在
has
中国
produced all
生产。
most the
所以这怎么讲呢？
the
美国人
products from
都
around the world.
手
So
上我们身旁都买
you
了
know, like even
很
with
多在
Apple
中国制
phones,
造
like
的东西，
95% of them are
是
still
要
produced in
让
China.
中
So
国
that's
那
why
些
that
工厂继
it's
续
it's
的
all
运
like
作非常的
like
多的运作。那
all a lot
要
of things
支
from
持这
China,
些
right?
工厂运作，
So
事实
that
上就是
makes
需
a
要
lot of Chinese
这么
manufacturers
多的
continue
能源。
to
那这么多的
to
能源的来源真
to
的很
operate,
难
and then
找
so
到
when they
温
operate,
室
that they
气
will
体。所以
continue
其实我
to
觉得光是讲中国是排碳
consume
大国真
energies,
的是不太
and
公平，因为
when
只
they
要我
consume
们
energy, it will
每个
cause
人
more carbon
都有
emissions.
比如说苹果手机的话
So
那也许我们
if
每
if
个
we
人都没
just
有办法
blame
那
China
个
for all the carbon
卸掉一
emissions
份责任
or
因
the
为我们
for
其
the
实
big
都
chunk of
是
it, this
有
is
点
not
像是始作俑者。
this is
那
not
其
fair.
实
We
刚刚我
have
们讲
to
到全球
think
的
about
那
as a
个地球
consumer,
暖化，其实我
our
觉得这
behavior.
我们真的要
How
去思考
do
一
our
下，因为
behavior
其实一
cause
切都是来自于太多的碳排
directly
放。
contribute
那
to
我们
that
真的要想办法把碳排放控制
phenomenon?
住不过
Right, we have to
讲到
think
这
about our
大家一定会
consuming
说那
behavior.
美
We
国
have to
自己是不是就
continue
没有买苹果手
um,
机那我真的很
how we
骄
can
傲的要跟大家
control
讲，
carbon emission.
我这台手机大家也许有看到，这台手机
I was
是
so
回收我朋友的，然后我朋友已经我们都知道嘛，有一些那个手机要绑约了，每 每2、3年就可以
So,
免费换一次
so
手
you can
机。
see the
可
the
是
phone I'm
包
using.
括我可以跟大家
Um,
说，
I
刚
I
刚有
kind
朋
of
友说，
recycle from my friends, so I
我
sometimes just
从来
get
没
the
有自
old
己买
phone
过
from
一
my
只
friends. I
智
don't
慧
need to
型
buy
手机，
the most
到
new
目前
and
都还没
dated
有。甚至
technologies.
比如说我那个朋友啊，他有一只比较稍微新一点的，就是我现在手
And
上这
she's
个
very
事实
proud that
上
she
已
has
经
never
是
bought
9年
a
前的手
single
机了。然后包括我
smartphone
师兄，就是
in
我
her
们
life.
家那
So
个
she always has
这
been
个手
recycle other
机，
people's
甚
smartphone.
至是更旧的。所以我们
That's
2个事实上都在回收我们周围朋友的手机，所以我们完全没有 可是还可以用啊，我甚至还拿着它哦去
So her
拍摄
husband
影
and
片，
her
然
like
后
both
在画面上
really
美云
big
老师
on
秀出来的几段
recycling
影片都
her
是我
their
这个
friends
旧
or
家的
like
时候
families
拍出来的哦。所以其实
the
对我们
mobile
来
phone.
讲，或者
So
是
they
社
have
会
almost
的
never
很
used a new
多
cell phone.
人
They
来讲
always
哦，
will
只
use
要是还能用的东西，
recycling.
我们就不
But
会换。然后
oh,
包括我为了要让这只手机可以比较好的运转，我还自己换了电池。
in
所以其实这个
in
都是
German,
我们觉得
like
可
a
以
lot of
尽一
people's
份力
consumer hyper is that
来
as long
让这个
as
地球
the
暖化的那个速度
machine and then the items can still operate and it
再
still
回
can
到这
work,
个
you know, they just
这个
they
图
don't
案
like
上面
to
来哦，大家
switch
其
them.
实看到，其
So
实前几个比较大的排放国都是其实是
now it's all
欧
back
美
to the
哦，
graph.
所以真的我们觉得现在这些欧美国家也不能说光是叫开发中的国家哦，比如说
The country
中
that
国还是东南亚，叫他们
release the most
排
carbon
放，事实
emissions
上
are
这
usually
个
just
碳足迹
the
是全世界我们每
Europe
个人
or
都要
like
去注
the
意到的
Americas,
哦。
right?
好，
And
那
also
接下
Japan.
来的这一
So
段
我要跟
对，
您
这个就是我
讲一下
刚刚
哦，美
提到的
凤
嘛，真的大
你好，
家可以
uh,
看到这个
carbon footprint are is
生
something
产的
that
规模真的是很大。
everyone
那
has to
这个就是没
uh,
有办法，
pay
比如说
attention to.
中国啦、印度啦，然后像日
So
本、
this is they look at
美
the scale
国，
of
包括德国也是这样子嘛。
美凤师姐好，你有听到我的声音吗？
有。
我可能要请你30秒结束哦，因为你真的
好，没
很
关系。
丰富哈，
好，
抱歉。
那其实哦，就是到这边我们大家可以看到啊，其实
so
如
she
果我
has
们再继续摄取
she
能
has
源
like
的
30
话，
seconds to wrap
大
it
家
up.
就可以看到，有时候太过肥胖对于我们的身体也不好嘛。那其实我们就是每个人都是要去注意。那上人有跟我们
So
讲
basically,
最好的方法是
you can
吃
tell like
素。
if we eat too
那
much,
其实
it's
除
not
了
good for
吃
us.
素之外
So
比如
we
说我们
have
要
to find ways
尽
to
量比
be
如说要
mindful
省水
of
省电， 然后
our
少开车。
consumptions
如果
and
真
not
要
to
开车的
increase
话，也请大家共乘，
not to increase
尽量搭
carbon
乘
too much
大
carbon
众的
emission
交通工具，这样子其
and
实我们大
drive
家都
less.
可以尽一份力量来
And
为
if you
这
have to
地球。
drive, please
好，
carpool
感恩。那交回给
or use public
美云师
transportations.
姐，感恩大家给我这个
So
机
we
会。
can all
非常
contribute
感恩。那
to
同时间来，我们
reverse
美
or
凤就
slow
看到谁
reverse
在
the
主场，
climate
现
change
场
and
的
then
这个
to
主场
make
后
Earth a
面，
better
来，
place
丁宁
to
师
live.
兄就在英
We're so
国跟我
grateful
们同在
for
一
the
起的，我们
sharing.
的老板丁宁师兄今天来也是，丁宁师兄
So
是
we are
南非的
showing
地
you
种子，也是英国年度处的第2任的
the
负责人哦，所以我们今天真的是
the
非常
volunteers
开
from
心。
England.
跟我
So
讲讲
they are
他
visiting
就
Taiwan and
看到
they
这个
used to
年轻
work
女孩
with
子，
Sister
所
Meifeng.
有的好，也麻烦您收掉您的简报，然后美美的笑在台上，好吗？感恩感恩哦，谢谢。来，
好，平庸师姐，你那边现在大概是早上6点吧？那很感恩哦。那我们回顾2004-05年的时间呢，你因为有这个因缘呢，来
So
到
sister, hey,
英
like
国呢，
it's
那
probably
跟着
6
护士
a.m.
呢，
over
护士是
there
德
where
国
you
人
are.
哦。那因为妈妈呢，是资深的委员，那
So
她
we
就
were
让
so
平
grateful
庸师
for
姐
you
呢
to come
来找经
to
纪人，
England
所以那时候
before.
是负责英国的会务呢，就来找到我们。啊，时间过得真快哈。那记得那段时间呢，你跟我们一起打拼呐，来
So
赶
they
时
they
间，
have been
来一
um,
起
giving
向
the
精进
opportunity to me
啊
because
这个
they
菩
need
萨道。
to
记
work
得
on the
印象最深刻的
English
呢，你是一个非常
translation thing.
简朴而且非常
So
精进的年轻师姐。那当初你不是师姐哦，现在我
so
们
she,
被
he
称为是
has
师姐。
he remember her to be
那
very
过来呢，我们也一起在
he lives very
成为
simple
自
life
己
and then
共
to
事的期间呢，你非常的精进，
she
特别是在中
like
北
it,
部啦，
she
从
doesn't waste a
荷
lot
兰
of
啊
money and then she
到爱
just
丁
kind of
堡，
like keep
好
everything
到
simple.
曼彻斯特这一段时间呢，你都很自动自发的呢，来协助，因为我也不舍得你这样
So
奔
when we
波哦，
travel
你
from
自己就主
Manchester
动
to
出发来。
Scotland to
那你也
Edinburgh,
鼓励我，那如何多招
And we're so grateful for you to be proactive and then to thank you for putting on the concert and to help with the fundraising efforts.
是一种西班牙舞。那他美凤师姐就唱这一曲，独唱卡门这一曲，我想大家就很有印象。当初震撼的全场，几乎有200-300位人，哇，大家呼声非常的高。
So she knows how to sing flamenco, like. So she's very talented in vocal singing.
这段美好的回忆呢，你对我来说是一个贵人，那给慈济呢多了很多分数。
very appreciate that she has been proactive and then to participate in all the events and then to contribute her whatever she can. We just wanted to really show our appreciation that what you have done. So thank you so much and Happy New Year.
今天美凤要分享，你要不要来为美凤加油打气？她马上说二话不说，跟秋霞师姐出席在现在在这个地方哦。
So Sister Meiyun knows that like they're the brothers in Taiwan, and then Sister Meifeng is going to sharing, so she invited him to come over to give her. So basically.
就江主任的手机已经都没办法运作的时候，就会买一个新手机，然后那个新手机是我在用，在我的手上，我的旧手机就会给他用，好不好？这样很好吧？这样还是有把手机传出去。好，那接下来我们的芝加哥的执行长，我们的他们夫妻很好。
So the way she's marrying the family recycled the cell phones is that when her husband's phone's about to die, they bought a new one, and then she would take the new one, and then to give him her old phone. So that's how they.
今天的最后，一定要给海外的家人、莅临主场的嘉宾们来为我们祝福一下。来，请，
亲爱的上人，常住师父，还有我们高雄线上读书会美老师，还有各位法亲家人好。好。
So, dear Master, Abu Masters, everyone attendees of the event, thank you for being here.
他是我的大学同学，也是我的同修，我们同行菩萨道。
那我也把我的大学同学揪出来。
然后呢，我这一次代表我们中联，首先祝福大家恭祝大家新年快乐。那同时我来的时候也是代表我们中西部的慈济法亲家人，我们有13周，每个月
everyone, and we really appreciate that you've been here, and we appreciate that all your support. So every third Sunday is our Dharma study time. So if you could just come share with us and let us play more Dharma together.
真的吗？
上人说因为我离开的时候跟上人告假是特别为今天的读书会来的。
We really appreciate that Sister Meiyun to share with us. She has a lot of good insight, and we really appreciate that she can learn with us and then to always be accompanying us.
我们下一次见面的时间是228，这个日子很好记吧？好，我们再次感恩海外的家人莅临回到家里，谢谢。好，谢谢。好，我们赶快回到简报，用最快的速度让大家看一下这些通告那
Thank you everyone for being here. So now we have to come back to our PowerPoint.
小组的话，别忘了送人自用2相宜的净师那同时间呢，我们下一
So there's a Jinsi product promotions.
美国德州分会的执行长罗继尧，导读是高雄的林明玲，但是重要的是刚才。
So next time, so we're gonna take a break for 3 weeks, and the next time is February 28th.
请所有上班族刚好连续假日到主场来跟我们的善知识，然后简守信院长来拍一张照片。
So the superintendent from City Hospital will be here again. So we are very excited, and we hope to see him.
因为你有正能量。
every Wednesday we'll be here with you. So we like to be with you and to have positive energy. So don't wait. Let's be proactive. When you move forward, then you will see good opportunities.
主场的家人，麻烦你们要拍照的请留下，其他从后面。
See you guys in February 28th. Thank you.
所有嘉义的，还有跨区的、海外的。
So if I take pictures, say now go pick out your bonsai. Bye.
YouTube Premium 结合零广告 YouTube 与 YouTube Music